and drop that.
And we're dropping in.
Oh, where's, hang on.
A missile cam.
No, nothing.
That's what I want to know. Where is the missile cam?
Let's reduce that. Let's go test to what channel. Game window if anything is on 1. Media source is on 1. Good. Too quiet. There we go. All right. So I think we've got like. Oh.
What's happened?
Oh, that's right. I've got to recapture the game window because it had crashed.
I'm up and there's someone next to me.
Chink. Is it?
Good spot, actually. I'm going to jump right there. I should pick up that.
Let's see, where am I? 3 production, 1 food. It's not bad. I should just accept that. So, Em, how are we?
Good.
Unit needs orders. Yes, it does. It needs to found a city. Cool. A little bit of moving.
What a week.
Sites. What a week.
What a difference a week makes.
Well.
Big bill passed. Big bill passed sign.
Oh.
Everyone's slapping and thumbs up, you know. Joint effort. Absolute joint effort. Congratulations, America. And happy 4th of July. You savages. I want to see plenty of fireworks and have a great time. Tiggies out. Get them out. Get your tiggies out for 4th of July.
Well, I don't know. I was talking to a friend of mine in, who's this? Canada, settler. Should just kill him straight away. Why can't I attack him? I'm going to go to war.
Straight away.
Well, he's just there. He's only got a settler. I mean, how many settlers could he have? 1. Kill.
What's going on here?
Why? I need a... I can't. Hang on, I'm trying to cause a war. Why can't I just attack him?
No idea.
So it's tedious. You know, you've got to like declare things. Well, who's that? You got to make a phone call.
Get on the line.
You got to get on the line. You got to say, hey, just get your people out of the way.
You got to grab the big red phone by the handle.
Because...
Put it to your ear. Go, hey, Santa, can we get what we need? Yeah, you can get what you need. Just need a quart of blood.
Let's see if I can attack them now. Why can't I attack them?
Actually, I should drag it over. I'm just looking at the screen. Drag my little tiny place over a bit. There we go.
Why aren't I allowed to
Just
attack
ahead.
them?
Do we pick something weird?
I don't understand. No, I'm just...
Is the barbarian now like a tribe, so we can't just attack them unless they attack us?
No, it's Canada.
Okay.
A settler from Canada.
Automatic peace process.
Well, I've denounced them, and I've met another civilization. You've met the Canadian Empire. Hi, okay, I've got to go through some intro sequence. And I've already... all right, so now can I attack them? Are you serious? Reasons to go to war.
Oh, well, we're back in the old days. You pull down the pants and have a little check. Is that a reason to go to war?
I have no option. I can't. This is. Why can't I?
Maybe we need to restart. Come on. It's only just beginning of.
It's literally the first move.
I know.
I'm not dealing with a fucking settler. 1 square. Like look how close it is.
Move it closer to you, sorry, because you're just showing blank maps. So move it closer to you a bit. That's it. Yeah.
No, it's insane. Like I'm literally here, and it's just there, like it's there, and I'm not allowed to attack a settler. When was that ever a thing?
I have no idea, bud. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
So how many moves? I've got 2 moves.
Oh, we didn't team up either. Maybe I'll restart. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll restart anyway. Because, I'll just exit the main menu and then I'll restart. But I don't think we teamed up. So that's what we needed to do that we didn't do. So, yeah, same characters. Multi-Intermanic. Create game. So turn this into... in mode, duplicate leaders. What was the map? Yep. All right. Sleep well.
Can you get the invisible dishwashing man?
Oh, the fairy. The
Invisible gremlin, not me.
Yeah. To do the dishes. Yeah, I'm sure I can talk to it.
You want to so?
No, I can go in the fridge if there's space. I'll do that. Yeah. All right. Sleep well.
Well.
Booze for pizza. Saturday night cheap time is when we get pizza because Dad's too frickin' tired to cook.
Sometimes you have.
Prepared to cook up the roast.
Yeah, you've done a roast and stuff.
You're a great pork, you know. Pork, the food that everyone can enjoy, even vegetarians.
That's right. Yeah, and the
we should all
East.
come together for pork. That's what we should do, but.
Yeah, it's a definer. It would ease. I think it would ease the suffering in the Middle East, surely. You know.
People would be hugging each other.
I mean, they have lamb. They eat a lot of lamb, and that probably gives them a greasy arrangement.
Lamb's only good for so long, you know what I mean? And then you've got to just... There's only so much sin you can put into a chicken, mate. So same with lamb. You know, there's only so much love you can give to a lamb.
Not much.
Little lambing lubbings. You know what I mean? Little lammican.
You really need the chicken. The chicken's where it's at. I mean, it's the primary sin beast.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
It is the true voodoo animal.
I mean, the turkey and the goose, they'll fight you.
Oh, yeah, well, you're going to get snapped. They're going to be doing some snapping.
They're coming for you.
Yeah, like little snappies, you know. Come in hard, and they're just that right height. They go straight for the groin. Like they're unmissable. It's like homing to the groin. It's like a special sensor, you know. Let me send you a invite. Boop. Okay, now it's set up better. I'm on team 1. Don't forget to switch to team 1. Dunk. Doop. Good old Abes. Everybody loves Abes, mate.
Team 1.
Take you to a gay bar.
Take you
Start
to a
nuclear
gay
war,
bar.
mate.
Gay bar.
Exactly. Gay bar. Gay bar. Woo!
Where you can
brother.
dance.
You can. Dance your troubles away. Oh,
It looks good
okay, I'm
on
ready.
the screen. Like I've got it pretty
Looking
matched
good.
up. Well, I've got it
Yep.
pretty matched up. So the
It does. It sort of does that meld in the middle. With
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
You know, your part, my part of the starting screen.
all right.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. This is a
Waiting.
little better.
Should be a little better.
Well, I don't
Hopefully.
know why I couldn't attack the settler. I didn't even look that up. It seems unreasonable. You want to be able to kill everything you can if you want to.
Oh, I know.
Why can't
I know.
you?
Sometimes you gotta.
Oh, we're Canada. You can't attack us. You got a fucking satellite. That's all you are. You're dead.
The French strike again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
All right, come on. I'll start commanding my jaguars. Ferocious fighters.
Where was that?
Oh, these are eagle warriors, these ones. Just
Okay, yeah,
stand.
I'm where I was.
Eagle warrior. That's the same position. Yeah. So at least I
City.
know how to walk that way this time. Move him forward onto the special copper mine.
Science. We'll
I've
do
got a
some-
city-state right next to me.
Pottery.
That is nice. Washington's just up there. I can see you. So we got La Venta in between me and you. So if we scoot around you scoot around, go down and around, I'll come up. So yeah, you see each other on the map. Dunk.
Production. That's right.
Now we can surround our
Scout.
special La Venta friend and give him much of our golden treats. Oh, hang on. Ding ding. Like
And then
that.
I just want to ask the question.
Telling me to have my go. Come on, stop chatting and just get on with
I
it,
had a
mate.
game start.
Techno-Cillian goes for, what do we got in the area? Hosties. We got tobacco. Oh, this is a good spot. I started in a good spot, mate. I got the smoke straight up. Marble and more copper. Feel cool. Boom. Move forward. Who's this guy? Hello. Production. Scoutages. Important at the start. Get out there.
First
Visit them
contact
villages-
is
visit the
diplomacy
villages
rules.
and stuff.
Even if your unit was ready to move an attack, you must complete the meet the civilization pop-up first. It will let you move into or attack a unit until the meeting is acknowledged.
Tomorrow, can we put the shelf in?
Yes. We'll move things around.
Canada
Get
is
the
a
shelf in.
unique
Cool.
civilization that cannot declare surprise wars, but you can on them.
Yeah.
How to attack you? Finish the initial greeting, open the diplomacy, if available.
And then just say that they're
It's not-
not your
if you
friends.
can't.
We aren't friends, mate. Canada, sit down. We're not friends.
Okay, moving on.
We're number 2. I don't know where you're on the list. Okay. America number 1. Banana Land number 2.
Well, I mean, given the trauma around the big beautiful bill, I'm surprised it could pass. Like, how is it that any?
Well, that's just
Democrats.
what you get when you get cooperation. When everyone's on the same page.
Oh,
Isn't that what they call it?
I think it's it's a bit of an everyone on the same. Looks like
Everyone on the same page. Yeah. It's
Everyone on the
easy.
same page.
Okay, stop dinging in my ear. I know
Agreeing.
it's my go. Yeah. You're intimidating my neighbours.
Oh, there we go.
Just coming in, have a look around. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm
Let's
just
go
here.
Floridian. So we'll get a
Scout in one turn. Good.
builder,
You get the ding ding now.
sling or builder.
I'm going to use my scout to scout around and map up with you.
I'm gonna bring this warrior back. Oh yeah, trouble.
Yeah. My intimidation worked. I'm going to move back into this other square. Scout is ready. And he's off. Production. Well, monument gives me more, land grab ability. When I've got special things, that means I can grab stuff. I can expand into what you would call maybe your territory, but now at mine because no one there. So yeah, it passes with flying colours, almost unanimous, except for the people that didn't vote, for it. The ones that disagreed, because there were disagreeers. So,
Yeah, sure. But what do you mean they didn't vote?
well, you can abstain.
That I'm sure.
Hang on, I'm getting
Hey,
dingers.
where's my
Hang on.
builder?
You finished your go already.
Oh,
I'm just
building.
ready to head out. We're done. That's all right.
Right.
Well, I'm just going to sentry here, put him on alert, because really what I'm doing is just trying to build myself an expanderverse. I've already taken the marble behind me. Excellent. Yoink! Animal husbandry
farm time.
done. Choose research. Well, I think we're going to need. Well, we got mines, so we're going to need mining. I think that's going to be important.
Great Lakes area. Let's see.
That's it.
Production.
So, because I
still at
blocked
one.
off that bottom bit, right? Theoretically, there shouldn't be anybody up or around us, so we should be able to split this whole area in two.
And we need to get that monument business going. Yeah, I mean, because you're the Aztecs, you're quite close. So you'll need to deal with South America.
Chink. Clinic, Optus. There we go. Your civil has produced a great work.
Already? There you go.
Dunk. Yeah, well, I ran into a little village, so I collected a great work while I was exploring. That's what those little village things are, like tribal things.
They give you money. Or
They give you money and
knowledge
stuff.
boost or a troop or
sometimes I'll give you
little
maybe
thing.
a little bit of a hint on what the area is around you and stuff.
map, yeah, little map.
Yeah, a bit of map exposure. Dunk. Mining clicking along.
Look, I mean, I think that this is my unit needs orders. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This
I
one.
find it a little.
There's one. You got one just next to you.
Yeah, no, I've already gone through one, but that's my second.
Oh, got to keep up with you, bud. You're out.
I'm
What do they call it? Hunting down the sciences. Oh no, it's another word for it.
That's a faith.
Gathering the artifacts. Borrowing the artifacts from other civilizations to help yours. Almost had to consult my lawyer then. More backy, plenty of rice.
Yeah, but
sugars.
because I'm Americans, I actually can't use plantation plantations are a negative to amenity.
Oh, okay. Because they don't want the people working on the plantations. I guess.
Don't like the
It's like having nuclear waste next to your property. It's always very negative. It makes your citizens very unhappy when you've got nuclear fallout around your properties.
Yeah. So the Democrats
barrels.
unanimously voted for the removal of Medicaid and other things. Interesting.
It was an interesting turn of events.
The American people. When will they understand that?
Eventually, I guess. It would
I
have
hope
to be
so.
eventually, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can only hope so.
Wishing and praying, mate. A bit more of that.
But,
Huh?
hopes and dreams? Wishes
Hopes and dreams,
Hopes and
maybe.
dreams,
That would
or
probably be a better well-wishings. Wishing down the wells.
yeah, it's a bit okay. Some civics, eh? Well,
City growth.
that way,
Got it.
followed by
Deserts.
strength versus
Sadness.
barbarians and faith and gold. Start getting that faith going.
Yeah.
Getting the production going.
Got to punch it up, mate. Selling those, modern day relics. The little forget-me-nots. I don't know. Always just looked like a sword sticking in the ground to me, mate. It didn't really make much sense.
The forget me not.
Yeah, I'm going to go river goddess.
Oh, no.
Donk. Gotta love a river goddess. Already starting to get wet thinking about it.
The hard thing. Okay, so after last week's Cheep,
Yes.
and between last week's Cheep and this week's Cheep,
Of course.
and things like the bill, and I know all of it. The thing is, so I actually went and talked to some people. I've talked to various people. I've talked to a Jewish folk.
Yep,
I've talked
yep.
to
I'm gonna have a
a
quick
strong
dairy break,
Palestinian
so-
supporter.
Yeah, let's
I've
talk.
talked to like a neutral person, or pro, a bit more like Palestinian, but a much more open-minded person.
different
Open-minded,
opinions. Yeah,
able to.
that's it.
Yeah, so an open-minded person.
Think outside the box, that's it. Yeah.
Kill all the Palestinians person, and free all the Palestinians person, and and in all three cases, they were like they understood why he actually
'Cause you
needed
took
to
it from another perspective, didn't
save Israelis.
Yeah. Get the hugs on.
Get the hugs going.
Get the
totally.
fucking hugs on, mate.
And it was
Hugs.
so bizarre. Like some of they actually confused. Like it just sort of broke the program in a way. Like so they didn't. There was like a fail to respond, and then like a thinking about it. Like had to create a difference. But also,
You've got to remind them not to be hate. You've got to you hug them and just hug the hate out and
hug the
say,
hate out.
you aren't hate. You're not hate. Don't hate.
And there was a desire to do it in the people.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Keenness. And then when I discussed it, and then I sort of and they quickly realised I didn't need to give them much directional guidance to come to the conclusion how inconvenient it would be. Like they loved the idea, they wanted to do it. They started saying, so Lee, you want
That's
to go?
why I sent you that little thing about
Do you wanna
the
go do it?
$1,000 hugs, mate. I thought it was, it felt like it was connecting together somehow. Getting the $1,000 hugs on, paid to hug the hate out and to bring back the love. That sounds like a perfect job, doesn't it? Two birds, one stone. Getting money and hugging the hate out and hugging the love in.
So I think
It's got such a ring to it. It's
people
gives me a
did,
bit of
but
nostalgia. You know what I mean?
it
Like
was
that
actually
hippie nostalgia going on, where you want to put flowers in the ends of people's guns and go, "Peace, man, no war," and all that kind of stuff. Like non-violent.
it is a sort of a
Commercially
non-violent thing.
viable, where you're not blocking traffic and
generally
shit.
a non-violent
that's
approach.
it. Hey, down with the violence.
But it's quite but to say it has no sort of force to it would be incorrect.
A bit limp dick, you reckon?
I just think it has. I think that it's just not. I think that's not the correct.
it's a softie.
It has
It's
a
a
force to
soft
it. Like when you say that it's non-violent, it's not passive or peaceful.
It's a special message. Is that what you're trying to drop?
No, I'm just saying that usually peaceful means limp dick. But this doesn't.
Hugs and mung beans, mate. Hugs and mung beans and all the other greeneries that help in the legume range.
Yeah, but no. It's not that kind of hugging.
Okay, right.
Like it's not a wishy-washy little huggy-wuggy.
No. It has to be a solid, you know.
It's about psychological care.
There must be love. That's what you got to be thinking when you're doing it. You just put all your effort into it. Must be love.
It's like, you know,
like a warm blanket.
Imagine
in
the kind of hug you need to give a mass murderer, like someone who's like, well, I don't know what that is, like someone who's killed like 10, 20 people. Like, so Charles Manson is there, doesn't have a knife.
I'd hug that guilt out, that internal guilt.
Yeah, so it isn't coming up with a little thing. Cause like,
it need to be
seriously, because
like
if you come up to one of them with a little flower,
you wouldn't be able to do it in one hug.
If you went out with a little flower and tried to put in the rifle, you'd get the rifle butt across your head.
All from different races and nationalities all going, no, you're not hate, you're love, you are love.
You've got to like, probably the first people trying to hug will be killed.
Well, that's the sacrifice that needs to be made to combat that hate, much hate.
The pointy end of that hate will kill, like, so that's what I'm saying. When you're like going the flowers and the rifle and shit, that isn't the kind of hug we're talking about here.
That's right, yeah, exactly.
It's the hug where you keep walking forward peacefully and they're just using machine guns and you don't, and people just keep walking forwards and using their bodies.
The anger they're projecting through those.
And the people feel sick because it's just not right.
Those seeds of
You're not even coming at them with guns or anything, literally just walking at them, saying, hug you. You know, and I mean, and it's a big
embrace
leap.
the lead, embrace the copper jackets, mate. You know,
and it's a big leap because, you know, only moments beforehand, before you get there, like only moments before, they're imagining that, you know, babies will like come up. Like if they hugged a baby, they would die. So if you're coming up as a grown-ass adult,
the innocence would just knock them out, you reckon?
Well, I was saying as a grown-ass adult, like you're at least 7 times the size of a baby, and so like the terror of you coming in to give them a hug could be 7 times the size. So, you know,
in
like
that creepy sort of sci-fi crawling up your leg, you know.
They might need to kill a few to just like until they wake up to the fuck, you know, like
head on backwards.
He just killed Australians and, you know, the Indians and Thai folk and just kill like the world, and then just realize you can't really do that. They're just going to keep turning up.
It's not possible, man. You'd run out of, you know,
we got
things to kill.
You know, and it is. It's like
you'd basically just do yourself over, and then probably do the whole, you know, human society a favour.
I think that like
turn the lights off when you exit. Blam.
I think that they kind of, it has the thing where it feeds into this other thought I've been having around, but like but what it does around is it's like going to a protest in Sydney, you know, asking the Australian government, for example, to send strong words to
words of, you know, discouragement.
Yeah, like we don't. That's naughty.
But in a nice way.
That's naughty. Yeah.
Would they have to drop F-bombs like Daddy did?
No, so Australians don't seem to request that. They'd ask for more like just a strongly worded letter.
Yes. Yeah. As per email.
Yeah, probably an email, you know.
Strongly worded email.
Strongly worded email. And that I can tell you, like if you believe like a baby's going to kill you, then a strongly worded letter isn't going to discourage. Like I think if you sent Charles Manson, and I don't know if he was crazy or not. Well, who's someone who like killed people who was really more into it, you know.
Bobbit just took a cock off. He wasn't a killer.
No, not Bobbit. There was another person. I don't fucking know. I don't keep up with this psychopath.
News, man. Fucking news, I'm telling you.
But
who trusts it these days? Nobody.
If there was like, hang on, let me just sort some shit. Oh, I don't want irrigation. Allows clearing of marsh. Okay, so I don't want a plantation. It's so depressing. That's not happy times.
Let's have a look at the city. Double checking. Open up the big menu. Food is good. What's the consumption? Needs a little more food. High food return. Food in surplus +1.
Well, yeah, because I don't want irrigation just yet. The last thing I need is
Palace.
I can't remove it.
Legend. Loyalties. The powers. All right. Boop. Good. Territory taken.
Yeah. And it's interesting listening to sort of Americans like talking about like their experience there, and they're going like, I can't even afford to buy breakfast. I'm not sure, like that's probably a little exaggerated.
Is that avocado on toast with the fucking double moccacino and
I think it's easy to say.
Milk?
I don't know what they normally have for breakfast, but more's the point is that they're clearly in a house. And that's an interesting thing, right? So they look like they're in a nice sort of kitchen, let's say. Like, I don't know, but it's not busted. It's certainly presented. It's gentrified as a kitchen, you know, it's modern, it's updated. And I just think, well, maybe, and I've seen it, like I remember I was dating a girl who lived over in Kangaroo, and I was in Kangaroo Point. She lived in the city, in these towers there on the river, in Kingsland there. And she, and they slept on fucking mattresses on the floor and ate noodles to afford the loan for the car, the lease for the car and the rent.
It's fucked up. I know. And that was how many years ago?
Well, 20, 25 years ago. Yeah. So I guess...
25. Bob, what's that? Jade as well, 40. Don't have enough money. It's all right. Volcano first.
Production, and we've got 3. It's time for a settle up.
Boop.
Brand.
Produce. Turned up. Nice.
And So maybe he can't afford breakfast. Maybe he can stand in that apartment and have the internet and all those other things and not afford breakfast, like because you're kind of locked into payment plans for a lot of those other things, where food is actually food is an optional, like if you've got income coming in, then rent, phone, Netflix, all this other crap will take from you immediately, or as fast as they can, or just like put you into debt. So you gotta be mindful of selecting how much food you can afford. So perhaps, as I say, I just want to say, regardless of double macchiatos with avocado on toast, and actually in the Americas, you should be able to get pretty affordable avocados, and big ones, and they do. And I think that Australia could have a problem with avocados on toast because they're not really from the climb here.
Not avocado people.
No. So that's the thing to think about. But that's still not enough. That is still not inconvenient enough. And that was the thing. Like, so there was a person who wanted to throw money at me. Like, they're going to lay down the dollars and say, let's go and start the walk to Israel to protect Israelis.
Get hugging.
Get hugging.
Yeah.
And then I was like, sure, okay. Like, when can you go? And they're like, oh well, I've got like this 1 gig I've got to do next. And you're immediately listening. You're like, right, yeah. And I said, yeah, I got to pay my rent this week. Otherwise, I'm not really sure where I put my things. And she's like, I know. You see, and it's like, and she's like, it's inconvenient, isn't it? I'm like, it is.
Made inconvenient, that's right. For your inconvenience.
For your inconvenience.
Please. You ask.
Yeah.
Inconvenient life. Don't worry about inconvenient truth, Si. No. Inconvenient freaking life.
But it's just a little inconvenient, and it is. Like, you've got to go from having, and it's not just like, where would you put your things? And your parents are like, well, we only live in a single little place. We can't take your stuff. And your friends are like, no, I don't want your things. And you're like, well, I'm coming back. And they're like, well, I don't think you are. And I think, because if you actually are going on such a mission.
We've already set up the room. We've got a border.
Yes.
We thought you had already moved on and you were doing your thing.
Yeah. We thought you were doing a thing.
Yeah. Don't tell us you're not doing a thing.
So...
Promotion. Movements through forests is better. Pardon me.
Oh wow. Yep, I've got some works to do.
Are you still seeing my territories?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think so. I can see you doing scout things and shit.
Yeah, I'm collecting the little cha-chings.
So we're gonna get a grammar going.
I'm working on my settler. 2 turns. Boop.
So you're already going that way. I don't need to explore that way. I may as well just go see the.
I'm going to double back around and open up the rest of that coast and see if I've got any other brothers up above.
Yeah, we need to find out.
Yeah, special finding friends.
So I'm going to go the mysticism. Preserve.
Civic.
No, early empire.
Mysticism definitely won't hit that one. Special preserves and shit. Culture bomb. Neutral tiles. Grants up to 3 housing based appeal.
A governor tile.
The amenities. Classes. Talking about amenities, there will be a brief muting while I See, I've got to learn to become professional. While I'm using the facilities, I'm going to just mute so that you don't get the khaki noises. There you go. Season 9.
Why would you need khaki noises?
That
seems like a very specific kind of noise to need.
A very loud noise, so it could be loud. Yeah, it might be loud. So
then you need to stop the thing just to avoid your
the loudness. Yeah,
I see.
Give me one moment.
All right.
It won't be too long.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, that's the thing. Is like this. Is that it's all a bit too inconvenient. It's not like you have the resources. And I think about successful protesters who I know, and direct action folk and stuff, and all of them are fairly well resourced. And you really have to be how else are you going to possibly indulge 6 months, a year of something and come back to anything? It's fairly challenging. Like anyone who is giving me income at the moment would have found other people to replace me, definitely within that week, next week or two. Some of them I'll be able to do on the road, maybe to a degree. Well, maybe walking and stuff. You have to actually. It's not like you're sitting.
And that was very Bukaki, so I'm glad I muted.
I think there's and that inconvenience. It's not even just walking to Israel level inconvenient. Just doing general strikes and stuff. The
logistics of getting as many people as you would need into that area to perform the task.
I'm not actually too concerned about that. Well, strangely enough,
that's more a logistics question. Logistics.
No.
Talk to the guy from logistics.
No, I am the guy from logistics. I love logistics.
Okay.
Right. And what I'm here to say is that at the scale where you descend upon
state-sponsored flights directly to
okay. So
with lunch money.
Yeah. No, but even walking and using boats and other just sort of getting there. Is what you're setting up. Maybe start getting 50 million people walking towards the area. So, you might have...
All brightly coloured so they can be seen, of course.
I mean, that's a lot. Maybe 20 million.
Just pull out the rainbows.
So maybe 100,000, a million people from Australia. How many? I mean, let's say a million? 2 million's 10%. That's a lot. 5%, 1%. Let's say 1% of Australia. So that'd be 270,000. That seems like a more.
Yeah.
A quarter of a million people from Australia start heading across. So there's just going to end up being this kind of problems, for example, at Darwin, as the entire population of the Northern Territory kind of pours in from the other cities. And it's like going out via Perth and things, and maybe like just getting across to Indonesia and Bali, just trying to like, there's just flights.
Hiring fishing vessels and stuff, just hanging off it.
Yeah, and people just like helping. No, but I'd say like boats helping and things, and
Philippines
like,
coming to the rescue,
Indonesians coming across,
just
just coming up to the docks, and Australian trying to stop
friends
it.
in Hong Kong coming across as well, just.
And like as you put out the call,
vessels,
transport vessels and stuff, as you just start moving, like reverse migration, just start pouring across, and then as you're like walking through Indonesia. So what I'm trying to say is that I think like on a logistics level, it actually self-organizes, and it sounds absurd, but I think if you have an event for 20,000 people in a city, you need to have like quite a coordinated set of events.
Yeah, because you plan for 20, but you end up with 40.
Yeah, but if you have 20 million people across the globe migrating,
them's different numbers, aren't they? Si?
Yeah, it is. Like even 250,000 Australians just leaving the country and like starting to head towards Indonesia. Like Indonesia's like, what are we doing? 250,000 Australians? Like that's like, you know what I mean?
They
Like
just
all of
start,
that,
spreading the message, and then
all of the hotels.
we're having a
like,
hug-a-thon. We want to stop it.
How many hotel rooms do you think there are in Bali? Like 10,000, maybe?
Not that many.
Not 250,000.
No.
That's a lot. That's you're not.
You'd be staying with people, sleeping on the floor, mate.
Yeah, and on the road, people just be hanging. Like you'd just be, people would be, they'd just be coming through, and that's why I say people would just be making rice. There'd just be stuff happening. And that's what I mean myself. Like at a point at that scale of human movement, people are just being like governments are having to contribute. It's just having like they can't shoot, they can't stop. They're going to keep going.
The wave of love.
The wave of love. Like countries can't stop you.
Yeah. Just coming through, hugging everything in its path.
Yeah, because there's people in their country already starting to walk as well. They're trying to deal with that. Like how many people? Like there's 180 million people in Indonesia. So if 1% of them start, that's 1.8 million.
Start doing the hug walk as well.
Yeah, 1.8 million.
Imagine the tidal wave by the time it gets there.
That's right.
Just hugging its way through.
So if you've already got 1.8 million people in Indonesia walking their way in pilgrimage, crossing over, like going through Thailand and stuff.
The great hugging,
to head over towards India and stuff, and to make
end
the approach.
Of all hate.
The end of all hate, right?
Yeah, placards and everything, mate.
By the time you get there, Australians get there, right? There'll already be all these people in Indonesia being in support of the people going.
Yeah.
So they'll be making the rice and stuff. You'll have like basic meal and stuff as you're going, because it'll just be the continuation of them processing the people leaving from Indonesia.
True.
By the time you get to like Thailand, I suspect as an Australian, by the time
you're flooding through, it'd be like, what the? And everyone's getting hugs, and they just feel so great. Like they just want to contribute because of that the flow of love, man.
Like there's like 1.8 million Japanese coming across, or how many, 100 million of them or something.
Hugging it
Japanese coming through. They're all just coming through like Hong Kong and stuff.
Hugs for peace and
fight for war. Like a million Chinese walking through Vietnam, being joined by like
peace, don't they?
So a billion Chinese. Like
Easy,
how many? I mean, the Chinese mightn't come, but I reckon they get involved. They'd like it for the tourism aspect. That's fun. Like I'm just being a bit cheesy there, but a billion. So like 1% of
better than those
a billion.
factory jobs. Just join the wave. Shit, man, just flooding out. See ya.
So what's that? 10 million. So it's 10 million Chinese. Like a million. Yeah, like it's just
getting bigger and bigger.
By the time
until they have those layers we were talking about, like not just one or two people. No. 20 people just hugging, and we are the shield.
By the time there's
no need to hate.
Thailand. It'd then be like there'd be like sleeping quarters all along the way where you could just rest in like with special.
They'd already
bedding.
know the wave was coming, and they'd build. They
would be already building for it. They would have industry. There'd be a whole thing, like places set up.
Yeah, that's it. Resting spots, eating spots. Change of underwear.
Like the washing lines.
Oh, imagine that. Everywhere. Just so that you can, and you just change your clothes and you leave your clothes there for the next person. That's it. Next one comes through.
They take the clothes off.
The garments of love. That's right.
Garments of love.
Continues on
them. Just wearing the clothes of other cultures as you proceed forward to the heart of the thing.
On that one. Some mining over there, some mining here. We're just mining everywhere, mate. Quarry. Oh, jade up there as well. There's quite a few resources around here. It's good. I like it. Me like it.
Oh, jade.
Oh, yeah, right next door here. Look at this. Special print. Oh, there we go. Up there. Okay, that's done. Bing, bing. Coming back down around the edge. Searching for California, mate. I had a notion that California's around here somewhere. I'm glad we picked Americas because it keeps us on topic about the
it does
the current thing.
Yes. Look, the problem for those in America is the same thing as walking, and it's the inconvenience. Once you got going, if there was enough of you and you had the momentum, the inconvenience would pass.
People would be able to piggyback you and do all sorts of stuff.
All the systems we have in place at the moment.
There will be a mutual sharing going on.
So all the systems we have in place at the moment are designed for dealing with things at particular scales.
Yes.
And so if 3 million Americans start mobilizing for that purpose, but then that activates like another millions of Americans to be against it. Like the systems start disoperating, I guess is the word I'm going to use. is. Like they just start not working
Well,
correctly.
all it can do is assist.
Yeah.
Because assisting will be what is profitable.
Yeah, because the shooting will be just not. It'll just be too many, and it'll cause chaos. Like so you just have to get behind it.
It's waste.
And on a global level, like we've just like, okay. Here's the thing: when I listen to all those people in America and the thing, the separation of the inconvenience is we've come from a place where, and we do talk about Daddy, but like where Daddy's always done it, and it's been reasonable to look to Daddy to do it because Daddy,
part of the localization process is that you don't rely on Daddy anymore. Okay.
However, in that regard,
yes,
that means that if the people of the world want, for example, peace to exist in Israel, in that area around there, Palestine, Israel, that they want happy days,
the Holy Lands. That's right.
Then we cannot expect the governments of the world to do fucking anything about it, because if we haven't got enough evidence already that they do not and are not going to do anything about anything except own self-interest like any other human.
Yeah.
Then
up the military budget. Yeah.
Then it's on us. So, and that's what I mean. If the people just start to motivate on the global scale,
a grand switching over of mind. That's right.
The governments will be forced to follow. They'll be resistant at first
because the numbers are there. The numbers are there, mate.
Yeah. But the people just go no, and I say
the decision has been made.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you break borders. You just go, borders have just become irrelevant. There's just a mass migration. And instead of a migration forced by climate change or anything, like a self-selected. Like we've all travelled. Everyone's gone on there. Everyone knows. Like you can get the bowl of rice. So we all know you can get there.
Yeah.
There's people doing like Catman cruising around Australia. Like there's people walking across the world in all sorts of reasons and shit.
Yeah, doing that shit, man.
Yeah, we know you can
That's
do
right.
it.
It happens every day.
You wouldn't die, like unless you were being shot or something. You know what I mean? Like, but you wouldn't just die from walking there. Like we kind of know that. Like
if anything, it's going to invigorate you.
Yeah, it's actually going to invigorate.
Fear not.
No, like it does it. Like it has like an accidental side effect of like just solving obesity. Changes the metabolism of the world. There you go. It's Forrest
That guy
Gump.
never got fat, did he? He was always moving.
Yes, he was always.
Because life's a fucking box of chocolates, gone.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Get those chocolates going.
Be happy. Get out there on the move. Start hugging people.
Yeah.
That's what happened after COVID, mate.
We've actually got to restore the hug.
We got to restore the hugs. Fucking tragic, man. We lost dancing. We lost, all these other things.
We lost a lot of stuff.
And we lost hugs, mate. Yeah. No one fucking really hugs anymore.
No, nothing. I know. It really broke that, eh? Sad as. Wow, I've got a lot of inland cities to make really quickly.
It can be restored, mate.
This is a large map. This is very different.
It's just going to take effort.
Well, we've only got 250 turns. Wow, we've really got to cook it. Not even 500 turns.
Oh, anyway.
Can you change the number of turns?
It puts the pressure on. Hang on, let me see. I don't think I can
pressure?
do it again.
Like you won't even build out, like the cities won't even build out. It's a very fast game.
No, I can't change the game. No, I can't change the game in mode. I'd have to do it at the beginning. I've obviously just skipped it. Like I haven't played online. Like all I've played is a single player, so it's good. I'm glad, man. I'm glad we're
we're doing it.
Getting to play, man.
So at the 250,
towards my left. Yeah.
At the 250, we'll be able to switch to. So I'm going to go the 3 food instead of the 2 food.
I'm going to hit the bay because I want the Gulf of Tech Nahula. Here we go. New Orleans.
Right,
we're both going to have coastal cities because that's where I'm sort of heading to.
Yeah, that's where we meet up. But I'm now going to start going inland and I need some coast.
Yeah, I'm going to head upwards from here.
Upwards.
Take over.
You should go south.
California.
Oh, you can't.
Well, I can't really go south unless I get a boat and then go around special friend here, La Venta.
You should have gone the Incas.
La Venta's the one that's blocking me at the moment getting through because there's nothing on this pass here.
Haven't you got like a walkthrough though? You can walk through. Isn't that the dots?
I don't know if he's going to let settlers through. I'll find out. We'll find out. If he starts capping, I'll kill him.
I don't think you will.
I'll just execute.
The Great Bath, I don't think that's happening right now. Oh, New Orleans.
Take no prisoners, mate. Actually, I might head over here because then I'll get this
create
guy.
a builder.
Why am I getting just builders?
No, I should create a
It's good. I don't mind it.
Just chill from a...
I can build fun here. It's my food. Boop. America.
This should just
America.
Anyway, I'm going to just walk back this way. Right, they're healed up. That's good to know.
Amber. Ambergris. Whale vomit.
Yes.
Get the old whale vomit going, mate.
Ambergris.
Don't think we can do the tobacco.
The science shift, good.
Oh.
So, get those fishing boats going, I think.
Here we go. I just clicked on one of the tribes and it said Spend
who's
50
this guy?
gold when attacking your cities for
The
10
monster.
turns.
Oh, it's
Clan
the
will
ghost
gain
fish
8 points towards city-state conversion if I give him a bribe. And then spend 47 to hire a barbarian horseman unit from this clan. I will appear near the city of Technosilian in this
yeah, I'll
turn.
leave that
The clan will gain 5 points towards city-state conversion. Clans can be hired once every 7 turns. Spend gold to encourage this clan to attack another nearby city, civilization or city-state.
Oh.
The clan will lose 5 points towards city-state conversion. Clans will be incited once every 7 turns. We have not met any other civilizations known to this clan. Well, the whole hiring of 47, how much have I got? Got 80.
let's see.
Makes 7 per turn. Could probably use that horseman as a special friend to go exploring down into South America. I'll do it later. Okay. Research. A bit good. Sloan.
65 coin for that. That's a bit of a
I want to build near the coast. Go to here. Craftsmanship. Yes. Dunk. Again, trade route. Excellent. Skip turn. Productione. Holy site. Don't put it.
Yeah. And this kind of this is to me a bunch of things, and they all come to, like, there's all different words for it, like collective self-responsibility. It's where we each individually decide to take ownership of the problem and become the daddy.
Yeah.
And basically,
Well, you have to be the daddy. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And
take the responsibilities for the actions.
And at the moment, what I hear a lot still is that and the thing is, right, at the moment, humanity is is in such a transitionary point. Like, this is so interesting in a bunch of ways. But like at the moment, there's been this thing
one age
between
and the next,
where like, just to use the terms available to us that we use, is that the relationship between capital and labor has collapsed, because previously capital also wanted a cool laptop, but as we've discussed, like, the only way to get it for an affordable sort of price for anybody is to make millions of them.
Yes,
and then you need
mass production.
And then you need all these people to do them. But if you don't need anyone to do them, and you can make them cheaply because you're using machinery, like equipment to do that, equipment to make equipment, then it changes the game. And there's an illusion because of the consumer position, like, that the consumer believes that the robots are going to be made for them, and they're just not. And they'll be like, you want a robot, you better start downloading the plans, and printing them and making our own robots, because or buying them while they're still available before laws come in, before it becomes clear that they need to be a managed resource. Like, you can't, we're not going to be the ones with them. Like, it's very fucking simple. Like, and the things that we want to complain about to daddy, like, daddy knows. Like, so some people who aren't daddy know that shit is changing, and everyone has a general idea it's changing, but some people are more on, and it's got nothing to do with being specially into insightful conspiracy. It's just like, because they're paying more attention to certain things than other things. And, and I mean, just like, and if you, like, as opposed to just turning up to work every day, if you actually pay like a smidgen of attention to the scenario around the layers beneath, as opposed to whatever Channel 9 says, or whatever fucking MSNBC says, or BBC or whoever, that it is well enough to know that whatever whatever they know, like, we all have access to the same
We're
knowledge.
aware. And in some cases, we're more aware than you idiots are, because you're not saying.
The floodplains along the river.
You know what I mean? Because you got your muzzle on. You can't say it.
That's very interesting.
But everybody knows it. Yeah. It's like AI. Everyone's just kicking up a stink, mate.
The Great Bath. Belong to this city. Yeah. I don't like things that only do a city. I'm not interested in a city.
I mean, me personally, I love playing games, combating against AI. Hones your wits, right? Your prowess and in ability to play.
I need to just chill the fuck out and build a shrine.
And never take it too seriously, because that's the universal joke. Take it too seriously, then, wind up with a heavy heart. Is that the way to say it?
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's like from every level. Like, but who's going to make the thing? Who's going to grow the food? Who's going to us? If we want the thing, we're going to have to make the thing.
Those things are what you desire. Then you're going to have to get on there and get on with it and get them and make them and make it happen.
Yeah, because the capital now has no, like whoever you want to call, the billionaires, whoever, the way that we previously configured the situation, which kind of worked for everybody, just has finished. And the people who we call rich, or those folk who are just us people as well, like, they just happen to be in the positions, like we are in positions, and genes and histories and all the things, whatever, it's all true. But at the same time, we just are all instances in places. And but those ones with the snacks, they're not sharing the snacks. They're not going to tell you.
Why should they?
There's
Why
no
should
need.
they share their snacks?
There's no need. Yeah, because they don't need the populace, but the populace doesn't need them either. But the populace is the one that's used to like asking daddy for help, and we're about to all end up out on the porch. That's how I've sort of seen it. Like daddy's going to say,
Yeah, just get
house,
out.
The house servants aren't required
Yeah, the
now.
bank is closed. Fuck off.
Yeah, and all the laws that require a bank still apply because we have
we're daddy.
guns because we're daddy. We're already the daddy.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys want to sort out your own
X-Man,
daddies,
X-Man cometh. That's right.
and for us to like fight, particularly against, hang on, I've got to find a Parthenon. A Goddess of the Hunt from Camps. That's a bit
super sexy.
Yeah, it's just not very long-term value.
You'd expect it to be well endowed, yeah?
From Minds over Luxury and bonus +2 Faith. +1 production and +2 faith for improved strategic resources.
Extra jiggle physics installed. God like jiggle. Well, looks like we're going to get a bit of rain.
Huh.
Here you go.
Geothermal fissures.
Did the
breathtaking
big
appeals
storm end up coming?
without a specialty
old,
district?
Bees Knees, capital, of New South Wales. Bees Knees.
50% barbarian note the strength of the production and faith from strategic resources. For improved strategic resources.
I love that. Stratagem.
Oh, versus...
Strategia.
That's only certain kinds. That's not all of them. Yeah. Tundra, great person posts, +1 production from fishing boats. There we go.
Very special. Excellent. If you're, got a lot of your capitals on the seasides.
And that's the thing. Like historically, if there was a threat or a change, the capital would bring us along because we're the shock troop, the thug, and
Expendables.
The Expendables. Right. But they're required.
Expendables. Come on.
But now, and I guess that's the thing. And so we got to work out that we need to do that. And so that's what I mean. So from every level,
daddy's not always going to be there.
if you want peace and something to change in Palestine, then you best start walking, getting there.
Getting the hug going.
Getting
the wave of hugs. That's right.
Harvesting of bananas. So irrigation makes plantations, and I can't make plantations because it gives me a negative.
You get the social negative score.
Yeah. There's not a lot of value in making them right now.
Hurts the populace. Is that the one? I mean, a true leader looks after his people, doesn't he?
Time for some lighting.
Yeah, come on. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
His people.
And I think like looking at it on a global scale, because in that same way, we have access to all the knowledge and tools as well. Now we don't have quantum labs and shit, but at the shop you can go and watch everything.
We
you
work
can get
well with others. That's
you can get all the tools to make all the things pretty much. And and at least small scales of us have access to the basic shops and everything that build all the things.
Yeah, printer and shit.
A part machined or we can make all the bits. Because there's enough of those like small folk
micro versions of the factory.
That like whoever the sign maker who has like a big press or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, just people with tech.
Who, do the digital lathing and cutouts for kitchens and shit. Pretty much the same machines. They use CAD. They use everything else. All you got to do is throw the DXF in there and cut it out. So it still exists, but it's just been miniaturized, specialized. Yeah. I think that's what we need to concentrate as a country is upgrade that, just not to a huge extent, but just increase that ability to make it here.
But what is that? That isn't like...
Well, what is necessary?
Yeah, but I think for a country like Australia with 27 million people, or however many suddenly pile in on us or...
That's it. You only need so many plastic things. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well...
By necessity. Why do we need so much cutlery and fucking plates and dishes and cups and shit? If there's only 3 people in a house, don't you need just 3 things of everything?
I mean, there's a whole lot of interesting concepts.
Been like the modern, the modern fucking bane is having too much of all this shit.
So these are some really radical ideas, but like one of the things is like, well, okay, I was up in Katoomba on Monday, and Sunday night and Monday. And while I was there, I observed how I interacted with the space. Like I looked at the house I was staying at, that was, whatever, and the people who lived there, that's, whatever, that was all good things. But also, like, I just, washed the thing, did the stuff, like, put the things away. Yeah. And I kind of realized that, where I was just another house. It was a warm place to sleep. It was a cave. It was another set up cave.
Your safety cave, that's right. Your safe space.
And we've actually, they're everywhere. Like we have made so many, like if you look at Civ, and you start populating it, like you put a house on every hex, We as a species have got and done that with them all over the place. Like there is a shit ton.
Spotted.
And I guess what I'm saying is like that I saw this, it's not a new opportunity in my mind, but where the housing stock is essentially housing stock and, and where you are is where you are. And, you sort of, And maybe it just starts off with whoever's got, like it just redistributes, but then but the point being is that you just can't transfer it onto your kids in a sense. It's a sort of or like, I don't know, like I haven't really thought it through, but essentially like where it kind of basically ownership fades away, like instead of it just harshly being taken away, like you can stay in it if you want to. It's okay. It won't rip you out of your house. It's, like no one's taking what you have away from you.
All right, just brought myself a barbarian galley.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to get this one that's close to me into a city-state, convert him. All right, love it. Look down the list, pottery is good, increases food. Early empire, actually. Flanking support. Tradition, very important.
Appoint a new governor to your civilization. Oh, what's this all about?
Keeping your tradition, very important.
What are these governors?
Part of culture, keeping one's tradition.
Oh, I've never seen this before. This must be part of the new modules, hey?
Yeah, the add-ons. I'm glad we got compatible. I think that was important for the
educator, the surveyor.
The playing pleasure, as they say, for one's playing pleasure.
Zoning, aquaculture, reinforced materials.
Friends here. Trying to square it up on the map, so it's
military, diplomatic, religious.
It's good while playing a game because we've got the distraction with us as well, like the the intermediate, what would you call it? The interference. Yeah. The game becomes interference. It does. What would life be without a game?
Well, I see it. So it's just literally what you how you want the city to focus its energy. And can you change that without much drama?
Think of a city as like a little microprocessor. That's what I do when I drive into Brisbane, Vegas. I'm looking at it, all these little tall spires there, and I'm just going,
the steward or the financier.
The energies that are being permeated and generated by these, little spires. The glory.
This is what I want. Yep. And what we've got, so I've chosen one.
Your own private Idaho.
I'd have to assign them.
You'd always want your own private Idaho, wouldn't you? Where you can keep your Skinwalker's ranch, need to swap out.
That was a little bit weird.
Oh, he's attacking me now. That's a bit negative. Don't go doing that. Thought we were friends.
Friends.
I have to bribe you again. Oh, he's just gone away. I can contact him still. I can steal the ship and then bribe him not to attack me. Wing. Swing. We're swinning. It's mini winning.
It's schwinning.
Swinning. That's right. A little bit of swinning going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think that there's any particular intention behind the actions in the world at the moment to make people in the local become their own daddies. I mean, maybe it is like some kind of universal wake up, but I'd say it's more the opposite. It's more just generally, putting down, just sort of like retiring the unnecessary. That's how I would describe it.
Why be a hating when you can be a loving?
Well, if I was like in the other
and getting on with it, if dirt wants to get into space, arguing and threatening one another and turning each other into a wasteland is not going to work if dirt wants to go to space.
But if you look at it at the moment, most of the vocal dirt and the little pieces, little bits of dirt,
the dirtlets,
little bits of dirt,
yeah.
The bits
the
of
crumbs.
shit, dead crumbs like us, the crumb.
The
crumb. Most of them think it's a bad idea to go to space. They're all like, no, that's ridiculous. Like we know to protect the Earth, and
but you're killing each other. You're killing each other. Come on, just explain that.
That's the thing. Yeah, well, because they go, oh no, but we got to sort all of our problems out before we can do any change. Like we got to Sounds like like when you're not allowed to have children until you've got everything.
It just sounds like denial, if you ask me.
No, we're not allowed to have kids. You're not allowed to have kids until
you got your birthing certificate, your parenting certificate, and your
house, and you've got all the things. You can see you're allowed
deactivated until such time, and then you get your birthing coin.
Then you're allowed to have a kid.
You're allowed to have a kid. Yeah, one at a time. One kid per coin. That's it.
That's it.
Not just turned on permanently, and the right to be a good parent. Shit, man. That's heavy responsibility going on there, eh? To be the best parent. Under government scrutiny on your parenting abilities. Automatically, not just because of someone ringing in and being spiteful and shit. Trying to weaponize bureaucracy and stuff.
Keep that guy alert for the moment.
Because you've got to watch them. Like space lawyers told me in many ways that you've got to watch them, okay? Got to watch them laws, and you've got to look at them real close. Conditions, when people make promises, they best be keeping them. Oh, fucking hell, I tell you.
Move at scale.
They best be keeping them.
If you're looking at a law, you're looking at something made by other people to use on you, to some degree. Like, it's to protect you from yourself.
Yeah. For your own benefit.
For your own benefit. Like, and it isn't like you didn't make that law up.
Best us help you.
I'm not saying the laws are good and bad, but
yeah.
I mean the people who wrote them, it aids them. They are the ones who can work with them and use them.
Beneficiaries, that's right.
You know, it's just like if you play soccer, you turn up to soccer and you're like, no, what if you had 2 balls on the field and everyone's just like, no.
No, shut up.
The soccer police come and beat you up, you know. So that's... It's not like, oh, can I kill people in the soccer field? Like, you know, like if you can't work out that if we're at the scale, if you're already still back in the kind of you haven't figured out not to just kill the person. Hopefully you've migrated. Like haven't we had that information now for a couple of thousand years? Like a bunch of basic information from whatever religion you're from. For somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 years, we've at least had the basic sort of idea down of how not to kill the fuck out of each other to some degree.
Yeah. Be peaceful and just
not eat
share and let trade with one another.
Because they exist and they're literally food walking.
Come on.
So you know, can't we? Is that pretty much?
One would hope.
Yeah, can't we just
hope?
Yeah, we can.
What the fuck?
Government plans. Because
I know, man. I know.
mysticism.
Humans, can't live with them, can't live without them.
Well, you can't live without all of them.
Yeah, well, it's all about the stock, innit? You know, pick the best. Yeah. Let them know. It's a competition. Yeah, we're only keeping the best. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You better be the best. You don't want to be the, the underlings that have to do the unsightly acts with the creatures.
No,
you don't be that. So, best be real smart at something. Maybe a couple of things, not just one thing. Have a few things under the belt. Yeah, at the very least, to be in the position of being acceptable. Know your order by your number.
Well, yeah, know that number. Do you start with a 1 or 2 or 3?
It was the ultimate circuit to begin with,
But this is the thing, like if you start getting a situation again where you've got numbered sequences of humans, you didn't come up with that.
Oh, come on. It wasn't me. It was the other 3, mate. I never blame myself. It's always the other 3.
You probably let people start to come up with that. So you contributed.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you weren't thinking about, if you did, you weren't thinking about it for your benefit, like you were thinking about it to not benefit other people.
Yeah. Which is, that's bad behaviour, really.
It's survival behaviour, I think, on a human behalf.
Sadly.
But that's not, what I'm saying is that, once again, you just can't, we actually have to be collectively self-responsible. Just because a police officer stands there and says, you're being naughty, you literally have to go, well...
No, what am I being naughty about? Come on, if we're going to do business, what am I being naughty about? Where's the...
Well, they'll give you a rule.
Yeah, of course, there's plenty.
So you can't, asking them is not going to help. Like that, they'll tell you why. Don't worry. They'll have a reason.
Well informed, but not knowledgeable. That's right. Well informed in the way they wish to approach it.
But this is like idea of collective self-responsibility. That's daddy. Like you expect to have that. I know. You can't say, you got to say no to that daddy. Say, no, I'm being the daddy of myself. I don't thank you for your offer.
That's it.
Thank you for your offer.
You're offered to belt me and to be my daddy. Sorry, denied. I am the daddy. Look into my eyes. That's right.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Okay.
I mean, that's what it's like, and you've got to either put up with it or you be the daddy. Don't play games. The games ain't working.
Okay, that did not work.
Man, you're surrounded by friends.
Yes, I'm going to put an end to that.
They're pretty notorious. I've got to try and convert this one to a city-state. I think that's the secret. You don't want to fight them. Pay them off where you can. Build up your money.
To pay them off.
Maybe we need to join together and get our slingers and just sling them. Build up some slingers and then just take on their troops and then break the morale. Or it does.
I don't want to give you any. I don't want to move. I don't want to fortify.
Boop.
End turn. Actually, I don't know how to end a turn, like without completing all the time.
Just 6 now, man. Getting a bit chilly. Yeah. Surplus +2, 3 turns. That's all right. That's okay. Granary will help. I've got to take that jade spot. Hang on, let's see if I can.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, what's this say? 3-turn growth order. Why can't I buy this?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what you'd say. It's like, thank you for the opportunity to control,
Be the daddy. That's it. Thank you for you trying to be the daddy.
Yeah, I'm already able to do that for myself.
I'm able. That's it. You got to say that.
I'm able
to daddy.
Able-bodied. I'm able to daddy.
I'm able to daddy. All good.
And I think the thing is that...
And thanking for assistance, but not required.
Also, they will be, they will be challenged by it. They will... And they might have a few of them. They'll bring in...
It'll be new. And depending on how polite you are, is probably the best way of getting away with it.
Like the starting
Don't be angry and be a smart ass. Just be, look, everything's okay. I'm the daddy here. Yeah. Assert the authority of the daddy immediately. I'm the daddy.
Just make it clear.
Yeah. Make it absolutely clear from the beginning of the conversation. Yeah. I'm the daddy. What can I do for you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Daddy's on the schedule. Daddy's on the clock. All right. What can I do for you? What can daddy do for you?
Well, I mean, if you had to like
How can
some of
Daddy
those,
help? How can Daddy help?
if you had a squad of 8 ICE officers, or the likes, like in America, like so, if you're trying to do this in America, let's say you're trying to do it in America.
You would want to be nice, or you want to wear zip papers?
Well,
Yeah.
beyond that, like this is like where you're not just like not literally just going to not do what you're told, but like do what you wish. Like, sorry, I'm okay. I don't need you to daddy me. They'll show you what their idea of a daddy is. Like they'll pull it out and they'll start hitting you with it real hard. The master, the blaster, you know.
Oh,
Like
put down Pound Town, as they
they
call it.
would put down Pound Town hardcore, man. You better be
Prepared
ready.
to, know how to
Ready
take
to
that.
receive.
Know how to take them bolts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and also like, well, this is the interesting thing. Once again, it's like the idea of the piece. It's like, well, I mean, and you quickly see how it just doesn't work. You've got to have scale. Like as soon as it's like me doing it, all that'll do is frighten other people. Like they'll just look at that and be like, oh, that was a bad idea. Look at him. He's half dead. You know, you'd have to have like.
There's no challenge. That's right.
No, so you've got to have enough people, even if you're half dead. Like, well, I've got protest. It's not even like 2 or 3 at the front. Like I think if we saw like 1 or 2 people getting injured beat up by police, you maybe try and pull them away or move away yourself. But it wouldn't be at a point where you would start to fight back against the police. You'd have to have them like, it has to be at a scale where it feels just, it cracks a certain thing in both sides. It's like the police officer is going, wow, we're literally just bashing people now. Grandmas, everyone's just coming at us, we're just bashing people.
Yeah. Right, getting into that frightened, angry state. Yeah.
Frightened, like you're like, well, now, maybe that was my mum, you know. And then the other side of it too is like with those people, the people being beat up, they're actually looking at it going, we're grandma, it's too much, then we just like literally got to just swarm them and just don't, like, it's just like, no fucks, give them.
Hug yeah. Hug the hate out, yeah.
Well, but once again, it's a very active hug. It's not like coming up and trying to like, because if you're like a little hand, they'll just break your hands before it even.
It's anything short of a bear hug, right? It's just short of a bear hug.
Well,
it's
that's just like one per limb.
to constrict and stop the violence and push in the love.
And that's why I think you might need more than one per person. Like you need
There's going to have to be trainers for it. Like people are going to have to be taught how to give those kind of hugs, bud, you know?
Like you need 4 or 5 people.
I reckon it'd be a cross between judo and judo. Judo and judo would have to join together to create that hug. Like those 2 arts would have to join together, judo and judo.
What's judo?
Jesus, is that the one?
Yeah, I got
Judo and judo get together, you know, create a little baby jeebus. I'm using hobo code. Hobo code's terrible, isn't it? Like people use it all the time to get around stuff.
I don't know. I never know what you're talking about. Jesus. Is that your reference?
It's reference to what? Especially when you're cycling through the radio stations on the, you know, get into those Christian modes, get into the, you know, other modes. Music on the roadside. Sorry, I'm in the temple right now. I'm trying not to be sacrilegious tonight, you know.
Cool.
Everybody hates working on the weekends, all right?
Oh.
Saturday is meant to be the night when you rip and laugh, because that's all right.
Since you're able to make a dedication to guide your people towards that side.
Season 9, episode 1. Welcome to civilization, people. Oh my goodness. Where will they go next? Oh, we made another special.
What's your own dark age?
Boop. Man, South America is huge. Make a dedication. Oh! Citizens exert plus 1.5 loyalty in the city. Meep. Here we go. Exodus, Evangelist, Golden Age, Missionaries and Great Prophet. I think free inquiry. Always been a kind of science guy, you know. Always aspired to be a science spaceship, you know. Technological. That's what it's got to be. Everyone loves high tech. Oh, don't be afraid of being high. It can be your best friend. Point of governor. Oh, this is interesting. What's this? Puppeteer, diplomat, surveyor, educator, medical assistant. Let's do, actually.
Keep running in.
Boop. Technocilian. Boop. Sorry.
I think it's also interesting, like even if you think about historical forms
What the
of
fuck is that?
rebellion,
Bam,
like
look
the
at this
basic
going
thing
on
of
here.
like how do you access
It's like the
food?
sing falling down.
And when your entire food
Medial some
source,
space.
when all of your food is actually taken away, you have no ownership over food. Like literally the people you're rebelling against own all the food. And for you to then acquire any of it is theft. You've got to steal it basically.
No more scrimping apples for you, mate.
No.
That's it.
So if you are going that, it's an interesting position of saying turned away from the situation. It's hard to dwell and think about the matters of life.
These are the ponderances. I mean, you've got to pay for shit, so you can only get so much denarii in a day, they say.
Well, is it really?
We got dog. We love dog. All hail, son of Sam. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, well.
Boop.
These barbarians need a touch
whipping.
up. Yeah, good.
Getting a bit cheeky.
Yeah, well, they've got a lot of boat action, I must say. I'm impressed with their...
Quite a few little boats cruising around, mate. We're going to have to I'm going to do a little bit of whipping. Take that. Maybe playing games with us. 2 boats. You're going to cop it, mate. Enough of that shit. Special whippings.
Healing.
Ding, ding. Golden age. I like how the little cursor's gone into like a golden sheen around it.
Gosh, there's a lot of...
I got pounded.
It's good.
Oh, survived. Holy hell, what a legend. Just set him back and see if he can get healed. Yeah, political philosophy. Everybody likes political philosophies. We need now, we need agriculture. Yeah. Good, my whipping. Okay, my whipping, and he's gone. Yeah. Run away! Just doing an angry bunny move, fleeing the scene, tail between legs, clacking coconuts.
No, I didn't try to
Monty Python humour. It's gone, man. You can't make fun of people, mate. Like it's the hurty feelings is like become all powerful. It truly has. Oh no! Hopefully you didn't see me. Stunk. All good.
These guys should go.
Run away! Poor little ship. Come here. I might just take him up a bit further and then just sleep him for a bit and let him heal. Monument. Teachers from special. First wonder. Go. I'll pump out another settler after that, I think.
I'll let them to go.
It's time to take more territories. The mining town's going.
It's a bit much.
It's turning into a city-state might be a cool thing. I wonder if you get points for actually converting the barbarians, because I've never played that mode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, fair enough.
But I think helping and bribing turns them into that city-state where you can just, play the clown and they go, oh, build this or, do that, make this happen. And it makes us happy and we'll give you stuff, I think that's pretty important, Play the clown when you need to. It's the joker that always loses his head, not the jester. The jester seems to have that just perfect delivery on the bad message or the good message. Make the good message even better. Sponsors. We're into it, we've got to bring in a sponsor. I mean, you got a sponsor tonight, so?
No.
No sponsors?
No, I can't. I'd have to.
Yeah.
I don't have I'd have to.
You got spiritual sponsors, religious sponsors?
Yeah, I do actually, but but no, I haven't. Actually, I was going to ask. Let me ask. See if that's a.
Curious.
I was thinking of if I could get a little bit of a. Actually, what I've got is Diet Right cordial. I thought about alcohol and I just couldn't be fucked.
That sounds sponsorific.
I'm just going to go get some Soda Stream. And then I'm going to
get the fizzy bubbly going.
I'm going to put some sugar-free cordial in it. And I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah, I haven't drunk. I haven't really felt like alcohol this week particularly. Well, not that I had none.
No, you don't have to.
I only had like one. I went out and I had a beer and a Jameson. It was actually interesting. It was a Jameson orange. It was like an orange flavoured. I've never tried that before. So imagine like a Cointreau. Imagine like a sort of a Cointreau flavour.
Yeah.
But it's actually Jameson. It's a whiskey or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you call Jameson Scotch or something. A type of. It's one of them. But yeah, it's interesting. Dinner bowl away. That's good. Keep the fuel pumping. It's too freaking cold otherwise. I came down, I was making dinner tonight. And I'm just to be clear, I was wearing clothes, but I wasn't. I was wearing like a t-shirt and track pants. And wearing t-shirt and track pants, my chest was so cold that it was like
you were shivering.
No, like when it clenches and it goes tight.
Oh, you're gasping, getting to the free hug mode. The free hugs they call that, isn't it? So it's like shrinking the muscle so severely in contraction that it gives you a free hug.
Hugging myself.
Yeah, hugging yourself. The bonus hugs.
And desperate need to like.
Slightly gasping for air, that's it. Like you jump into cold water, leap into cold water, then your whole body just goes into that the numb mode because it's like below, it's 2-3 degrees, water like that, like just super shocks you, icy waters, cutting through ice, the Vikings do, jumping in there and just, what a kickstart, mate. What a kickstart that would be. But you can get that same effect from just going from sauna to cold pool, can't you?
I had a sauna this week. I think you can get the effect by going into a warm pool and swimming for 30 minutes. You'll come out energized.
Because of the cardio, that's it.
And you'll be in a nice environment, not half frozen for some weird reason. Oh, it's good for you. I don't know. Oh. So I did a sauna this week properly. I've never really sort of done a whole session in a sauna. I've sort of gone a little bit. Oh, that was interesting. And so I went in like 4 times. I think it was like a 10-minute timer or something. 10 something minutes or maybe a little longer. Oh, about that. And they had like a thing called an infusion. They had like an ice block thing. And they put like, they had like scent in it. And they put the ice on the sort of the stones and make all the steam and then brush all the steam around. And the steam had like a smell in it, you know. It was kind of like something, whatever you wanted it to be. And then you would come out and then they had like the ice bath, like a frozen cold bath or whatever it was. And I said no. And they would find that a little weird, but they accepted it. And I just didn't see the need. Like I came out of the sauna and then I just stood outside the sauna. Like, out in the, like, I could see where the ice bath was. It was there. I didn't jump in it. And I let my body stabilize. And then I went and just sort of washed off in the hot shower, the sort of warm to hot shower, and then dried off. And then just went and either went out in the sun or just let my body go back to like I don't know why I was.
Had a moment.
Oh yeah.
Everyone does it. Like I have moments all the time. Like
What,
I'm just
the sauna?
staring at a fucking tree and just having a moment, you know. Sometimes I end up weeping.
Oh really? Well, I didn't get to the weeping stage. I'm aware
Especially
of
after
the weeping
storms
stage.
and things when I see like birds' homes just, pulverised. There's a bit of a tear in the eye, you know. People there chainsawing what the remnants are down. And it's like, what are you doing?
Okay, I've got a great person. Who we get? A prophet. Excellent.
Makes you wonder. Bungles getting busted in GTA 5 again.
Confucius.
Special. Yeah. Something wrong. Something wrong's getting challenged.
Production.
Master artists. Play any role. Multi-adaptable. That's what Divergence is about, isn't it?
Adaptability.
Ultimately adaptable.
Adaptability. Right.
Channel that into the thing.
It should actually be a... That settler's too slow. I'm going 26 times for settler.
Oh, I'm getting special noises. Sounds like I won something.
The winning.
Everyone was winning. You're not having winning daily, then you might be in the right club.
Excellent. 10.
This moment of silence was brought to you by Real Talk is
Deep
Cheap.
thinking is moment of silence. Yeah. All right, make up down
When the true decisions are made in moments of silence.
Choose a religion.
Hey, that sounds like a personal question if you ask me.
Yeah, it's quite direct.
Sounds very personal
Do
or
it.
impersonal to some
Yeah,
people.
No, I wasn't asking. Telling you.
You have to choose one.
Choose a fucking religion.
Choose or lose. Is that the way it works? Everyone gets to pick a side. There can be only one.
Where's the...
I choose love. Can I be on love's side? Can I be one of the huggers?
That's weird.
Those who select a hug rather than kill.
I had
Because the only thing we should be killing is in sales. Okay.
really?
Yeah.
What about just killing in like improving yourself?
Getting the
like
job
just getting
done.
better as a person.
Doing biz, mate. Business.
No.
You don't think so?
Oh, I mean,
When is enough enough?
well, no, I don't think there has to be
How
a
many
question.
of the things do you need?
Well, what about just improving whatever you want to do in life? Like,
True.
Like improving
Exploring
yourself.
those factors rather than having to worry about the other.
yeah, like, how many things am I getting? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. This is what I'm really good at. I'd like to improve it. That's right.
You know, like, I want to learn this. I want to do that. I want to become better. I want to like help people do a thing. You know, if you want to sell
Self-help,
televisions,
don't listen to Jordan. All he's going to do is try and
if you want to sell televisions, sell them. Like, just be like, fuck, I've always wanted to get down there and
That's it,
sell those TVs. And I think you should. Like, I think it's Buddhism, Catholicism. I don't know. Oh, I see. It's just a.
Way of the eternal circles. That's Buddhism for you. Big bubbles, no troubles. Simplified version. The eternal bubble machine. There you go. Creator of infinite realities. What a magnificent beast that would be.
Oh, that's a lot of options. Sorry, there's a lot of options when you got to choose like the religion stuff.
I know. And that's what makes Civ, so much more better. It's like, it's better
Combat
because rather than just going in for the biff and, the early Civ was basically just warlords, on steroids, essentially. With a sort of, theme thing with the different, races as it first started, right? And it's ever evolved and, created more of a research management and, all the other factors rather than just a simplified version of what it started with. Essentially, the simplified version expanded each one of the troops and their abilities. And then obviously the supporting mechanisms which related to very similar aspects to what government and other things run as. It became one of those games where it introduced you to, the reasons that races fight and go, oh, we don't like the way you do this, or we don't like the way you do that, It's incompatible with our lifestyle choices or, Petty bickering.
Petty bickering.
Petty bickering. Oh, sounds like children in the playground again, fighting over sandpits and who gets to control the little, the toys. Same old. Updated version. New names. Better players. Up the ante. Is that the old way of, pushing the bet? Keeping the poker face side. Who's got the best poker face? You check the score? Oh, ding ding. Did I hear I'm waiting? It's waiting on me.
Oh, yeah.
I like it when it waits on me. When it's my
fine.
time.
I thought I was the slow one there.
No, you weren't slow, bro. I was purposely being slow just so I could hear the noise. I was getting like ding ding. I was getting ding ding envy, like as if you were getting more of it than what I was getting. I had to share.
What's this guy doing here? I should take those guys back, actually.
Yeah.
I'll do that next time.
Bribe some more barbarians. I think it's quite
they just get greedy. You start bribing a barbarian. I think as soon as I saw that pop up, I remember that. You give them the $60. He thought it was good. Next time they'd be wanting 80.
Instantly they're fighting you, like trying to kill your units.
You're wanting more money.
They're totally chaos.
That's exactly how it works.
Barbarians are
give them
chaos.
fucking Afghanis, you know what I mean? Give them like tow missile launchers and like
just handing out the special
and stuff.
friends.
Next thing, you're getting all up in your face.
Well, what do you expect?
Well, using those weapons against you, gosh. Who would have guessed?
New toys.
It's like ridiculous. You give a human a toy and they use it and you're surprised.
Yeah, of course they will, man.
It doesn't matter what you wear on your head.
I don't care.
It's going to be the same outcome.
How many July 4th fire rocket injuries are there going to be? I've already seen ridiculous videos, Si. Like, this is what's insane. I've seen already dudes shooting fucking rockets into themselves, trying to dodge them for the celebration. How is that for mental fucking breakdown?
What do you mean? 4th of July?
No, 4th of July, pre-fucking July specials. Dudes just launching fucking firework rockets at themselves down a fucking hallway in their house and trying to avoid them in special American celebration of the freedom, that is the fact that a lot of their fucking people died for them to have it.
Yeah, so they want to have the chance of dying.
True.
As well. Is that it? Like that's all.
The Valhalla experience.
If you couldn't,
the ultimate fighter experience.
Lose a limb and be homeless on the street, abandoned by
Who cares? You got the video, mate.
Sides of your political.
You've got the video, side.
Which video?
You're the one that did the thing, the stupid act. You got the bonus points.
Oh, I suppose you did.
Yeah, you got the claim to fame. Who cares if your fucking eye come flying out of its socket and embedded some highly phosphorus fucking thing into it where your eye socket used to be? But you got the video.
Yeah, of the phosphorus round.
The phosphorus thing, just burning it out. Gore TV just picks it up straight away.
Yep.
You're getting the checks. Mate, you made it. You did the stupidest thing possible. There you go. There's your award.
Special.
Don't you feel? Everyone's clicking it. They love it, man. What you did to celebrate our, freedom celebration put you down in the annals of history of being the biggest asshole ever.
That's it. So in the annals of history. I love it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. The ultimate idiot. Bunga's like looking at me with the inquisitives and he's going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
You can always check the shorts, bro. The shorts are getting heaps of hits right now. Like the shorts we've been doing, just doing mad hits on the AI's buddy mixing up of what we've said. Like some of it's just crazy as. It's good. I like it, so. Music's doing well. Everybody loves it. It's cheap as hell, mate. That's the way it had to be. Like, you ain't spending money on it, right? Yeah. You and I both, at the very early of our discussions with the cheapings, said we were going to not spend any more money on therapy. We're just going to talk to each other, man. And that's what we've done.
No, I never said that. You said that. I never said that.
I'll put down that I said it. Are you my therapist? No, I'm my own therapist. Thank you very much. I am the daddy.
No, I know. I mean, I get that it can be.
I'm my own daddy. Thank you. Thanks for trying to help, but yeah. It's been therapy for me. Thanks for coming, Si. Thanks for being here.
Like sometimes I do use it as a public processing
venting
tool.
space.
But
yeah, of course, man.
Mostly I've at least thought a little bit about what I'm saying. I might go further with the thoughts. the most
I don't
sort
mind
of like,
helping.
alive think up things. Oh wow.
Sweet Carolina.
Putting my legs.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Hang on. Yeah, I'm waiting on me again. Choose research. Okay.
I think that's the
That's a 2. Wheels are 2. More for that one.
I
Look at what you're getting. Like when you're doing things, right, it's shortest term for the most amount given. Always follow that path, like when it comes to building up. So where are we at? Turn 38. What's your, you got a 3, you got a 4. Oh, you got a third one going. That's where I'm heading shortly. 2 in production. Let's do a settler from capital. And what do you got? 4. Let's do, what's that? 4 turns for that, 5 turns for that. Let's do an archer. Then I'll send that one out from there. Dunk. Get this one back to base. That was it.
Oh, you should save it, eh? You should save it
Savings, yes. Hang on, let's do that now.
in case you get a crash.
Yep.
Because
Well, my new system's been pretty good, bud. Like, it's just snappy out. Love it. Yeah, just get back to the Vento again.
Nice.
Milking the coinages. Got to do it, mate. Sorry, it's all about milking the turtles. When you got a, little city-state next door and you know, close to hand, you got to send them, little camels in there. You got to get the camels right in there.
Well, at the moment,
It's at a 7, like it's peaking. 21. But it does have a lot of natural resource around it. So I've got to get around it. Like, as soon as I got the harbours going,
Yeah,
I'm going to plonk a little friend on the other side of them, and then I'm going to just go to town. Because I saw a bloody meteorite come down. I'm super interested in that particular space where I saw the landing of the thing being dropping in from space or whatever, from
I
above.
could already fix that. I can't do that yet.
1, 2,
Go down here.
Boop, claim great person. Prophet.
Archers.
John the Baptist. Come on, Johnny. I just got John the Baptist turned up. Great prophet. Damn. Johnny, what are you going to do? Must be in your holy district or Stonehenge wonder to found religion. Okay, let's get to its ball. Build that settler and then straight onto bloody, what was that? Holy district. Yeah, I know. Sleeping for the moment. Boop.
I could clear that already. It's
Man, I tell you, those bloody barbarians are getting a bit feisty again, aren't they?
there's a lot of I'm having to deal with some,
Yeah, the ships and shit.
which is slowing down my ability to battle them basically. Like to get my boats out. Like I can't get any kind of production going out in the. That's the problem.
Being pesky.
Being pesky.
They're pesky little motherfuckers. Yeah, currency, definitely. 1 turn. Who needs orders? Shippage. Go, little shippy.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Turned around. Settle. I'm going to set it up this way. Cool. Almost back to base. Boop. Poetry and
Yeah, that's what I
drama.
want to do.
Boop. Now, what's going to do here? It's going to requirements. Holy site. I've got a holy site. Boop. Boink.
That's it.
I'll get an archer going on. Choice of religion. Religious name. Here we go. Special religious name was, is, will be. Let's pick it as special.
Yeah, there won't be much in the way of clips or anything from this episode. It's interesting. We'll have to get better at like being able to talk.
Being able to talk and play at the same time.
Yeah, we've
Continue the
had moments of
conversations.
it where we've done successfully.
Yeah, I know.
But this is
I know.
certainly.
But as
this
it's
is-
gotten more complex, the game itself and the ability to. The conversation was a lot better when the turns were shorter. The more you have choice, the less you have conversation.
Yeah, the choosing religion and things like there's actually not too many patches in the game where you have to get like choosy about it. I mean, there is choosing of like troops and things, but really that's not
God.
much. Like mostly that's pretty basic. Yeah. Yes, I need to sort these. So I wonder if these two. I don't think they can. What are the archers? They're only 15 combat strength. Spearmen. They were like. Maybe if the 2 of them I can win.
All right. Is, was, will be has been founded. And it's a Aztec religion. Zen meditation, so I get +1 amenities in cities with specialty districts.
I know.
2 or more. And palpacy, so I get when I send an envoy to a city-state, adds 200 religious pressure.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I looked at that one
Yeah.
pretty closely. I was thinking about that one.
So, adding the special Come across to the Islas will be. Come across to our special gifts.
So I was thinking about this as we've been sort of like going out. And I guess what I was like, I should take Europe basically. I should focus on like the Europe, like once we're getting to that level, like, and you'll focus on Asia, and Oceania will rule supreme.
Yeah, I'll get in there and just take Australia like I should,
Yeah, Oceania.
CN will take the Asiatic region.
Yeah.
Submit. Oh, great.
Eurasia.
Actually, wildcard. No, I'll do it.
It's interesting.
Reduction to settlers. Oh, extra gold. No.
Oh, yes, I've got to change government. I forgot about that.
+2 for the Caravanians. That's it. Dunk. There we go. That's going to help. That will. It's good policy. Oh, 55 for the J-Toll. Dunk. Gatherage. It's the next one to turn. That is a good selection. Dunk. Got the special, happy friend sound.
Yeah, we can.
Dunk. All right, inside my territory. Rest and repair.
Well done.
Tremier finally made it back. What a legend. Yeah.
It's troublesome to say all these.
Dunk. Foliage.
It's not going to be fun.
I've got Iron and J down there now. I'm going to start
this one. Yeah.
Whipping these guys. Get some experience from my troops.
Oh, they went away.
Let's do 10.
Oh, damn it. I didn't change government again.
You got to do it, bro.
I thought it made you do it. I don't know why I've sort of that.
Not necessarily. It'll pop up, but if you...
I bypassed it. All right, I must remember to do the government change. I especially went for that, so I could do the government change, and then I haven't done it for 2 turns.
That one. Dunk. Reaching out.
Whoa. Oh, not another one.
The hurtings.
That's starting to get annoying.
I think I'm going to have to up my game on my water troops. It's time to start smashing.
Yeah, being really held back by these boats. I can't get out to the water and do what I need to do.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
Put down the pain.
I need to put down that.
Get serious, bud. It's all about expansion. Listen to me as your
I'm expanding.
Your Aztec brother. And listen to me as your Aztec brother. Okay, you need to expand. Expansion is everything. Well, it's been pretty peaceful. Like all I've had is like the.
I've lost 2 builders.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like they're putting down the pain on you. Damn. It's not good. It's not good, mate.
Sure.
Let's just go. There we go. Get him on the run again. Cool.
And I don't. My current abilities are not strong enough to sort of decisively beat them off, so that I can, put units in there that will give me production.
Now it's getting a bit rude. I'm just having builder attack as well now. Feeling a little bit unhappy. Might have to send in the shock troopers.
Getting those roads going. Settler and builder. Right, so I have to stay. Just to build off inland.
Barbarian archers now.
Oof, yes, nice. 0.8. Oh dear.
Here they come. Working on the settlers. Bastards. Angerings. It's going to be a bit of retaliation for that.
I've got to fucking do it. Those Damascus. Yes.
Decisions, Si. Eh?
No, not really.
That's all about.
Just got to kill. It's pretty simple shit.
It's needs, mate. It's not gots, it's needs.
Needs, got needs.
Needs to kill. Necessity, by necessity.
Has needs. Oh. Okay. Time to die, clown. Good. Okay, that needs to just get bigger now for a little bit. So I might let it. So that's not very important. That's not very important.
Cruising, governor, another governor. Wow.
Temple.
Building up. Slowly building up.
Troops.
Oh, I'm still winning by score, 144 at the moment. Oh, Team Zero's done 250. Hang on, one of the AI's up to 250 already. Wow, we got to work on our game, mate. In the world rankings, someone's getting ahead of us.
Getting ahead of themselves, aren't they?
Big noting. How do they call it? Like, tall poppy syndrome.
Oh.
Can't have that. Gonna have to put the hammer down, behind them, I'm hitting them up, and I'm sorry about shopping this afternoon. I'll grab some goodies, treats, predestined little muffin man ready to get eaten. Tech tree. Got horses. That's not true. Stay village. Yes, definitely recorded history.
Government plans. Let's see. Where are we at? New Orleans, 8 turns. So it goes up 1,
Doc, Galleon is back. We'll go and start pounding these local galleons near me. Yeah, have you been having any land issues? Or just sea ones? Yeah, like where they've been hassling you. They've got a heavy chariot going now, so
Yeah.
I was hoping to put the pound on, if necessary. Yeah. Assert a little local dominance. Tribal scuffles, as they would call it, but, you know, as far as we're going, it's like, you know, you seem to be living in our space where we are. We, the people, need that space. You're encroaching upon our future developments. We might have to send in the troops, you know? We don't want to, but it's more than likely possible.
We gotta bring some freedom.
A dispensing. Be ready to give the gifts of love.
I think it will be helpful.
I mean, sometimes, you know, hate is required, but not all the time, you know? I mean, you've got to hate being negative, right, haven't you? If that's not your thing.
What's that?
You got to go, can't stand that, being
So you've got to
negative.
be negative if negative's not being a
Negative
thing.
of negative, that's right.
Ah, I see.
To be truly positive, you know? Why would you be like that, you know? Angry and stuff.
Galleys and things.
I think a bit of a head in there. Oh, you need to move to the next area. Taken off with my scout. Had enough time resting. Heading up into Alaska and Canada for exploring purposes. I do like playing the games. Like the chat has become a little bit more like cash.
What?
It's mostly game orientated, but there's like the little spurts based on game versus reality comparisons.
Yeah, it's not very interesting. I mean, it's sort of like I can't.
I mean,
imagine.
it'll pick up when we get into what you were thinking about. You know, using Unreal and.
No, why would that make it pick it up? Like we've literally, I mean, I suppose, like what I was just thinking about more. So I think what we'll need to do is have a notepad, and we'll have so we've got topics because we're not having any
We're not doing
kind of
topic thing tonight. Yeah, we're just like gaming and.
Well, we're barely gaming. I mean, it's like. It's just, but what I'm trying to, I don't think, I think that if we had something to talk about, then we would be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think we'd just be able to talk about it. I just don't think that we're able to talk about, to come up with, to flow, we're not having a flowing conversation about anything because that sort of part of our mind is kind of distracted in this sort of a game context.
The true nature of gaming, yeah.
But,
It is to be focused on the game and nothing else.
oh, maybe that required an all good time. Yeah, I mean, did I even write anything on a little topic list? Did that do anything? No, that's good.
I mean, we did a bit of the build thing. And
There's a little bit of I don't think, I almost don't know. I mean...
we didn't, we didn't talk about the victory, the supposed freedom of speech victory of, being able to...
Like what?
Post things, post people's words without feeling like you've offended them and be silenced for, just saying, questioning.
What? I literally have no idea what you're talking about
Legitimacy
now.
of office, Billboard Chris, he had a big win.
Who's that?
A Canadian.
So a Canadian had a win.
Yeah, said something on X. Our local commissioner said, no, don't like. Challenged, taken to court, and then winning. Because the information was essentially, already available publicly, and the questions that were asked, or the question that was asked, with the reposting of the original content or the material, didn't reach the guidelines of being offensive. So therefore, not valid.
Okay, so what? Someone said something and the courts decided it was not offensive. And that
wasn't really as offensive
important.
as basically they made it out to be. Yeah.
And this is really important?
Or apparently so. It was newsworthy. I put it that way. It was on the news channels and everyone was talking about it. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't that happen a lot?
Everyone's offended.
Just because people are offended, it's up to the government.
I'm offended to be offended. They should be more offended. They're not offended enough. Why wouldn't they be more offended than what they are right now? I think perhaps they haven't been offended enough.
Wow.
Sad but true. Ain't nobody taking out tobacco? Looks like you've got a good trade route going through my... You've been trading with me too, have you?
Yeah, so...
Okay. I think it's good to trade with your buddies because it builds up your own internal wealth. Create your own little banking cartel. Share the profits. Be a true Ferengi. Profit comes first. Why wouldn't you have it any other way?
Is
it waiting on me? No.
yeah.
It is. No embarrassing.
Well,
No.
It's weights on me sometimes too. Yeah, so I think if we like through the week we got to work out. So this is completely new. We've never done this before.
No,
so like I don't even know. Like I'll do the compressed version.
Extremely distracting. We've worked that out already.
No, but we can talk. Like we have successfully talked while playing, and we weren't necessarily deciding much more or less. I think the main thing is, all right, I've made these arches. I need to move these out here before some technology happens. And we've got to basically we've got to get our notes app running.
Yeah.
Not the notes app, sorry, just the little notes file for the season.
In the shared folder, that's it.
Yeah, which is and we did, and if we've got like a list of things in there, we could have that open, and then we can say, let's just, even we can even literally just be like as banal as say, let's talk about that one now, Yeah. And then we can just talk about that for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
That's it. Do the
and so we got and this is a training. Like, so today I think I will do a clip of the early stuff.
You're going to make yourself just ahead?
No.
No,
I don't. I'm not fond of it personally.
You don't like that, just ahead.
I like
floating head. Should I be on fire like Firehead? That'd be pretty cool.
Well, I mean,
flaming head.
I think the whole idea of Real Talk is Cheap was that, and the reason why I was looking at using avatars at all was because I wanted to allow people could choose what they were. I mean, you might be could be anything.
Yeah, I do enjoy being floating head. I got to say, like it is appealing to me that I might chat about being a floating head. Pump out this other set after the build up. To get to 7 and then get to 7. Because you're on your 4th city now, so.
Pump it out. I'm letting this one. Washington's made enough now. It needs to grow a little bit so that I can
grow itself. That's right. See, so I did the opposite. I've done that one where I've done do the super build, but I've just sort of like getting the little pump out parent going. I mean, we're only on 52, so we got 198 turns left. So. But just keep capping the local area where you're getting the food benefit, and then turn your frontier. Obviously, your frontier, new. If they're building up quick, your frontier towns to just do the settler build for a couple of turns. Like do the primary one, get at least 2, maybe 3 going. But then once those 2 or 3 are starting to build, turn the primary back into your improvements and getting them all happy again. Maintaining religion. Massaging, the gentle massaging of the population, but learn how to massage them well.
Yeah, that's quite a popular thing.
Oh, stomping. In my ear, I'm hearing some stomping going on. It's good. Breaks up. Oh, stunk. Play some of my own troops getting nailed. It's cheap. It's cheaper than ever. It's gaming cheap, Si. It's gaming cheap.
Well, yeah, I think I've seen gamers be able to talk more than us at the moment.
All right. But we're getting used to a new,
We're getting used to a new thing, man. This is a new
scenario, It's learning together.
This is what the Cheap's all about, This is not
learning together, mate.
Learning.
Modern gamers. Old gamers. In my case.
9+3, I'm not.
Not ancient gamers, not 80 plus, but, old gaming.
Are you? Old.
Yeah. You were ColecoVision, mate,
Yeah,
just
sure.
emulated
Sure
things, played ColecoVision, that's right. That old, that kind of old game.
Oof,
8-bit and shit.
Really
8-bit and shit, man. I want to get that t-shirt. 8-bit and shit. Yeah. Wow. Land units and was it embarking? Embarking sounds good. I need to get some ships out on this other side here and just be pummeling. Oh fuck, you guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought about the inconvenience. It's amazing to think. It's amazing just to think how it's almost insurmountable such an irrelevant thing is. It's not like things that were insurmountable in the past were like, I don't know. Well, I mean, even if the outcome might be death, but most of the things, even the beginning parts of any of the things you need to do now, don't involve dying. It would be really just initially turning yourself towards like a complete dedication to, I don't know, sort of like motivating. But actually, in a funny way, like if you really wanted to achieve, okay, you couldn't succeed. You cannot succeed by going up and just as one person, no matter how peaceful you are, no matter like how strongly peaceful you are, how fiercely you wish to hug that police officer in LA or whatever. You'll just get beaten down. No one will know why you did it. Yeah. And so you need scale. Like it has to have scale. And so there's a few ways to achieve scale. One would be to be like orate and like to be able to talk well enough to convince people to do this thing for some reason. But still, they have to have some kind of initial like weakness or whatever to okay. If you're developing cults or systems or basically ways of being, belief systems, so that you need some kind of angle of vulnerability, essentially.
Distributing your followership, yeah.
Well, you need a vulnerability. You need something that will like where the person needs change and will listen to you because you offer change.
Rather than expecting something, you get the ability to change. Yeah.
That they do. So like you're sort of like they need change, and you offer it. And first of all, you offer like understanding, and then you offer like this change. But in this case, it would be change that they're having to implement. And so that's like for the first bit, like would be around really manipulating enough people around you. And so you kind of have to use
I
the
want to
same.
contribute and help towards the, yeah.
And that might sound like weird, but essentially you do. Like, and
That's it. That's where you gather the signatures on the paper.
Yeah, well, it won't do anything. But I understand the metaphor.
But yeah, the metaphor. Yeah. Metaphor of the signatures
Metaphorical
on the paper.
signatures on paper.
Metaphoric. That's it. Yeah.
You're not actual signatures on paper because that doesn't do anything. So, but to motivate people towards, like, for
We the
example,
people say, "Daddy, can you help us?" And Daddy goes,
no, where they decide to be daddy and then they like go, well, no, we're just taking over this thing. We're going to start making, I don't know, whatever your modality would be. Let's just say you choose, like, we're going to make our own food. Like, fuck you. You can't know. No government land. Fuck you. And we're fucking, we are the government, and so you something like that.
State forest. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to make our own food. We can't even get it in shops anymore. Fuck you. Maybe that's your angle. But I think that it's actually quite a hard path. I think, like, if I think about, like, if I'm trying to essentially manipulate fellow citizens into a particular way of direction that I think is advantageous, then it would be better to sort of maybe make it harder for them. Instead of trying to, like,
Up the ante.
instead of trying to, like, talk them into, like, the thing is, to make it worse. So, like, I don't know, I don't know,
If you tried to do it, oh no. Take your advice. You don't want it.
How well, when you ask people, I actually haven't heard anyone really agree. Like, maybe, if a family member died, but it's quite still a stretch. They're kind of like, if maybe,
Such a good.
if, like, I don't know, maybe I would. Like, it's not sort of like, that's not even a staunch yes.
There's a bit too much thinking going on, Like people just too challenged, as they'd say.
Well, I mean, ask anybody. Go to work, and anyone who starts complaining, literally just ask them. Go, okay, so what would it take? What's the event that would be required for you to, not listen to the police anymore?
Yeah. Be able to say no.
This is your role.
We're autonomous. Yeah,
we're autonomous. Like,
we're
taking what I'm going to do. I'm not, whatever your mode of becoming the daddy
If we
is.
need you, we'll contact you.
But how?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
If it's necessary, and probably it won't be necessary. Thank you for your time.
No, but the point is that when you ask people what it takes to get them to that, the answer is they don't have an answer.
Inconclusive. Does not compute.
Yeah, it's not like, okay, well, what if your parent was taken by ICE? Well, that's happening in the US.
I know.
And that's not enough. There'll be a bit of maybe use of words or something, or crying on the internet. But then others, if they're like, breaking in, and then some of them like standing outside and like trying to stand outside, or maybe
prevent access. Yeah.
Well, that's where they're not even. So that's where they just take them to another state now.
Off you go. I'm pushing my amenities up. They're helping.
Yes.
Thinking about just whipping that local barbarian with my chariot. Just give it a whip.
I've got I'm approaching the whip. I thought I had a. Okay, there I can do it.
Whoop. Right. I'm putting my plantation down for the tobacco.
Oh, I wish I could put a plantation
I don't get the
down.
negatives for it, but
I haven't even bothered to learn it. There's no need.
irrelevant.
Okay, Sky can move on. The archers can move in. Chink. Modify. We've got that building there. That's all a bit. Oh, okay. So I think I need to switch my production here. Actually, I'll let that.
They're my local that is what will be spread to the La Venta now. The city-state's been overtaken with the religion. Yeah, very nice.
I need to switch Washington's production to be a villa.
Waiting.
New Orleans is not working. What's a preserve? A preserve's like a. Oh, okay. I didn't realise. I've got to
I'm going to send these archers and my chariots.
spend gold to
see if I can't
encourage
take out this
plan
barbarian
to attack
clan.
another civilization. Select target. La Venta. There we go. Cost. I'm not spending $100. Yeah, I've only got 15.
Cannot afford.
Cannot. 4 or 5. Oh, yep. Builder. I don't think I need any actions, just emotion. Who? What the lot?
Something?
Someone's converted to something.
Uh-oh.
Raid clan. Destroy outpost and NXP. The outpost will remain intact. We'll lose 10 points towards. Clans can be raided. So I should probably dispense of it. Raiding it for 27 gold. Well, that's interesting. I suppose this is a new learning. So you can just extract value from them and make them suffer. Oh dear. You can just have a look. I've got my own little Palestine, mate.
Yeah.
It's on the coast and everything. I'm surrounded with it.
Just perfect.
It's like the East Bank, though. It's
You
like
can get your big golden statues going on.
yeah. We are like, yeah, it's really like I'll
Tribute to the river god.
Just keep them there and just extracting money from them, just raining arrows down on them, keeping them puny. Maybe like letting them grow a little, so they're more valuable for like just improving my troops, like accuracy and sort of just take them up there, fire a few shots, get them veteran, and then move them on to the actual battles. You can keep them like it's like a preserve, but for like combat.
Preserve for the angry.
They're those barbarians. Just keep them red and angry forever. Never quite wipe them out. Just
endless battle with the barbarians.
Just training up those fucking troops, getting those optic fiber cables, learning how to make the drones perfect.
Delivery. Every video, glorious moment.
Yeah, actually, I had a whole moment. I quite disturbed. I say some pretty disturbing things, I think, to my what the hell's going on here? Barbarians. It's time to put an end to these troops. I'm just going to move to the area. Wow, okay, that actually hurt the heavy chariot more than the barbarian.
Did it?
Yeah, that's good to know, good to know. Washington needs to produce.
Need to get a new city going.
Oh, I got some ability to make things now.
Having city problems.
Oh, that's why I ran out of money.
Need to get going.
This will remove the crabs, this will remove the crabs.
My little friend, I think.
So, spend money and get +2. Yes, it's convenient. It's totally fine. So, I've got...
Weird. Sending out my galley to go on the patrols, keeping the coastline safe if I can.
Yeah, I've got I'm actually building 3. There you go, I'm building 3 harbours. I've got 20 to go to that. It's all a bit jammed up down there.
I got my chariots there. Spearmen have been bombarded pretty heavily. Good. Oh, getting punished.
I should have razzed that village. I'd be able to... why can't I use my...
Get the farms going, that's what I need.
Oh, that's no fun. Why couldn't... anyway, whatever. Major defeat, yeah, right. Well, we'll just Wi-Fi for a moment. That's kept me going for another 4 turns. A little lighthouse will build me for 1. Yeah, I was talking about this. I was sort of riffing really on the whole... city. Do I have a... I do finally. Yes, excellent. But instead of OnlyFans, having like a service called Only War.
Oh, where you get the full coverage.
Yeah, you just get media, citizen journalism. Yeah, missile cam. You can just like, and you have to be registered. You have to have give your government ID and things like that.
Your own customised fear porn, or gore porn. I mean, you got to step it up, haven't you?
Well,
it's not fear porn anymore when you love it. It's gore porn.
Oh, I can't attack them. It's that same issue.
You're friends with them.
No, I've worked it out. I just get it at a weird angle. I'm glad. Move.
Because you should be able to pummel.
Yeah, I'm pummeling.
Good.
I'm just not moving very fast. Like physically, like the character. Like, you're having a bit of a go up here, aren't you? I should come up and assist. I'll just move myself into position. There we go. A little bit of an assist.
Let's go. 2 already. Let's get that silicon. Punching hard.
I don't even know who this person is.
Get some good roads going. We need roads and bridges. I'm sending out my galley to take out some of these galleys that have been whipped by your coastal horses.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh, excellent. That local barbarian turned into a city-state, and they've got my religion. Was, is, will be. That is so funny.
Oh, there you go.
Special friends sign. So you can turn the barbarians. That's nice. That makes it a little bit more, better to be friends than to face the punishment. Oh, you took them out, did you? Cool.
No, I don't think I did.
I did that before. I was in their square and they just did their little thing, and then it was like really bizarre. Like, what the heck is that? You're supposed to be able to take them over, unless you've got to click on them.
But it's still not.
Weirdness. Part of a new method. Pepsi Plus generation.
I got. All right, I'll get to a settler again. They're in 5 and 6.
I've got to have to put the power. Was it the hammer down double time?
Yeah, no. Gosh, it's a lot of these little City of America. Oh, there's loyalty. Yeah. Oh, I see. These are the other mod. Like what I was. Yeah, okay. This wasn't in the other. Now things you could lose. You could lose your city due to loyalty.
Yeah. If you ain't good enough. Plop. That's what I'm saying. You've got to be kind to the people. The pretense, as long as you're getting your money.
Yeah, I've got to get to my happy people. I've got to get some entertainment districts.
Have tears in the politicians' eyes.
Temples or something.
That will make the people happy. The tears. Bob knew.
I'm leading production.
Yeah, Bob was Australia's first. Bob Hawke was Australia's first victim
of the. It was made to do.
I'm the bad person.
Was made to do the thing.
Yeah.
This is how you're going to do it. This is what you need to do.
Are you on board? Are you ready to do that? What's required?
Wow.
Yeah.
You are on board.
We hope you are.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going to happen if you're not, but
whatever it would be extremely painful.
Yeah, it's not in your
It's
best
not going to be
interest.
a true learning experience. It's going to be a,
It's totally not in your
someone's
best
going to be
interest.
hurting. Yeah.
Switch ears.
Adjacent. No, can't be adjacent. I think I need to do the is there cube 4 turns versus that. I will change that to builder. So get some resources going.
Here's something you'll have some topic to talk about.
Yeah, drop it.
Because I don't know. So I mean, all I've seen is people like making really interesting little funny videos, and in the funny videos, it's really just them completely befuddled. Like it's just so confusing. They just don't understand at all, and it's just like what? And it's how what are the opinions out there in the world on why Diddy didn't do it?
Oh, the reason.
Or Diddy did do it, but it doesn't matter that Diddy did it. He had to do it or whatever. He didn't have any choice because he had like a problem.
Did it because he knew that everybody else was doing it. That was part of the process.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was just doing business as usual. He thought you had to just assault.
And that's why it was so slippery. It was a slippery game. Like as they say, pimping ain't easy. But if you're oily enough, you'll get your way out. It ain't. Pimping ain't easy, okay? And that's why you better pay your pimping license. If you paid the tax on being a pimp, there would have been free ride. You don't get it so well, we do, but if you pay tax on something, then it's legal. Yeah. If you don't pay tax on it, it's not legal. It's that simple. That's how it works, Better be prepared. Actually, that's a nice spot. Next to Hunza. What's that give me? Nothing.
Well, that's what. So the thing is that Diddy. So I don't understand. Like, so Diddy didn't pay, or he did pay his pimping license because he did get off. So he was a bit late in paying.
Put it this way: the actual the statements weren't convincing enough. Those who were chosen went. These statements that are given aren't convincing enough.
Like what?
Agree.
So the activities, the videos.
Yeah, there was too much consent going on. Consent versus expectation. Yeah, and your consent, you got the reward. Don't. You got the rewards. You have the rewards. Here's evidence. Here's proof that you got the payment for your service.
Are you serious? This is basically it.
That's the only reason it would.
Is it consent?
The only reason they wouldn't be talking about it is if someone said,
basically they're consenting in the videos. They're like, I want to suck your dick.
You got to give a little to get a little.
You do.
Come on,
no, 100.
You do.
No, I know. Yep.
You got to give a little.
How are you going to suck a good dick unless you've done a few? You can't,
Practice.
The first one's going to be a little awkward and a little embarrassing. It's just how it is. It's just like the nature of the matter. And you might be a little bit sort of like so sorry and a little bit of a tear as that goes all the way down. This could be unfortunate.
You don't need to discover that you're narcoleptic before you need to be choking on it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's interesting, right? Like you wouldn't normally that engaged.
There wouldn't be someone who'd be discovering that in the middle of that Congress. They're doing that Congress.
But what's interesting about it is that it actually shows the early, how, to me it shows in a way that the story is true because...
Methodology, early sciences due to, interactions.
Well, it's actually, the person didn't suffer from a bout of narcolepsy. They suffer from a bout of cataplaxy, which is a second level effect, like a more serious version of narcolepsy.
Well, you are actually not just... asleep, you're unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
you're
awake.
Help.
You're physically unconscious. Not mentally unconscious.
No, fully aware.
Yeah,
and
but
just
you don't
being
look like
there gagging on it.
Yeah.
Just aware of gagging on it. Holy shit, Si. It's enough to give you catatonia.
I guess.
I'm sorry to be scientific about it, but that's the way it works, bud.
I don't know. It is worth accepting that cataplaxy is from experiencing strong emotions.
Yes.
So I guess what she was having was...
It's like those goats being scared and then just freezing up.
No, being orgasming. You don't have to be scared.
Yeah.
The strong emotion. I didn't say scared emotion.
I don't know. Yeah. But I'm just saying from the goat point of view, when they get... Just going to the fully frozen up.
Yeah,
there you go. That's it.
Then now it all poops out.
Similar example.
Or chicken. The chicken, having that.
2 rotations and up and down. correct procedure for hypnotising them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They got two brains. But someone's got two brains, right? Upper and lower brain. Or, you know, a brain and then a sub-brain.
Who?
Like a chicken.
Oh.
Chop a head off and it just keeps going. Got a little sub-brain.
What? Yeah, I mean,
Gets a bit spurty.
nervous
but,
system.
No, more than that. It's like an extra.
like it's got a brain
Governance
in its
device,
chest brain. Especially like sub. It's like when the
Sub-brain,
Enterprise,
yeah.
the chicken is like
Arse
the
brain.
Enterprise when you take out the main
brain
bridge.
closer to arse
Actually,
than it is to any
everyone
other
has fled to the
coordinate,
second
yeah.
bridge, the backup bridge.
Arse brain.
And then can like take off and leave the source of session and turn into a weapon. And the head just becomes like this independent beak. Like it just starts like you cut the head off and then it's like looking at you like, and like its final sound as the air like escapes. And then it has no need to eat, no need to breathe. All it can do, like its only hope in life is just to peck the fuck. And just becomes like this independent fucking being, you know, and just pecking and pecking.
That's it.
Yeah. But the body's a distraction. That's the thing. Like have you ever like asked people who have dealt with chickens, like, and you cut the head off, right? And they'll talk about the running around, they'll talk about the plucking, you know, the spurting and stuff, but they never talk about the head. What happens to the head? The head just goes away. The head, while you're dealing with it, the head's gone. You think about it. Like I've cut the head off chickens.
Pecorific.
I've cut the head off chickens, man, and I don't recall what happened to the head.
Right,
I know what happened to the body. That little head, it just.
See you later. See you later, alligator.
I got to make a dedication to the people. Normal.
Dispensing some of your local riffraff. Destroyed. Extra points. Chasing down the other culprits. Yeah, so they don't happen in Morningstar. They're just like going into freak out mode because you just put an archer in there. You should fortify. Have you fortified the archer in there?
No, I will.
Or do the sleep until fully generated again, maybe. Because that's what I'm doing to that heavy chariot out in the field there. It's just asleep at the moment, just building up his energy. Same with the little buildings. 3 turns off my next settler.
That's it.
Audience chamber is my next build for Oxalakalaw. Send the little settler down into that where the bowman's sitting. Another seaside friendly next to Hunza. My recently converted barbarian friends with my own religion too. I'm quite pleased with that. See, that one little gift of being friends, you know, giving so that I might be using. And I've still got the same trammy hair. That's the one that's cruising up the coastline now to blow out the other troops.
Washington needs to...
The special horde diverted. Helping.
Oh.
Actually, I should do another side because we're up to 4 hours now, side.
Of what?
Of the Cheep.
4 hours of the Cheep.
Yeah, game distracts and it does lengthen the amount of time that we do.
Oh my gosh.
Think so. I'm gonna.
Yes, we'll run it.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Boom. Back to game.
It's funny.
The learnings. Well, you've done well. Like you've got 4 cities happening and been fairly well defended against barbarianing's evasions or the new barbarian. It looks like it's almost ready to turn into a state actually. So you're in there.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he won't be turning into any states.
Oh, you're going to be helpings.
Yeah, I'll help him understand that that's not happening. Dispense clan. Once I got this lighthouse and I go up to level 6, I'll then make one settler.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this one will make the settler, actually. Baltimore will make the settler. Once I'm back to lighthouse, I'll just pop this dude over here. Just pop him over there, I will.
Just drop him in.
This little pop, and then there'll be one more up there. It'll be nice. This nice little, maybe 2 actually, just to be a welcome.
Welcome to the World Congress.
Oh, yeah.
Begin voting. Well, I think my best friend Abe should be the one. Let's see.
What's that? New districts built by this player act as culture bombs.
That's not quite culture. Okay, so what do you reckon?
Right.
Border control treaty.
Earn double points towards great people of this class.
No points earned towards great people of this class. Which class? Okay. I'm just going to go yes on everything, I think. What do you reckon? New districts acts as culture bombs. So I'll give it to you. And double points towards great people. I'll just give that to you.
What's that? No, but isn't that just anyone? No, it doesn't work that way.
No, it's like a next, whichever comes up. So I'm going to say scientist.
Oh, I see.
So I voted for you to get new districts built by this player as culture bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on the other one, earn points towards great people from this class, and I went great scientist. And I'm going to vote.
Right.
That's it. Given the culture. Given a special. Boom. Submit. Proposal submitted. Another. Boop. Passed. Bam. There you go. Envoy, I got 3 in there. Dunk, 1 in there. Bob, new friends.
Done.
Boop. 2 turns to my settler. Happy, joy. Get them down top of that geothermal fissure there. I think we will be laughing. Why should I just do it near the floodplains? Not that spiritual. So this is supposedly the Dark Ages at the moment.
Oh,
100 AD. Yeah, that's why the ball's gone dark.
Oh, I wonder
The
what that
spinning
was.
ball, yeah.
Oh, this is the Dark Age where we've kind of gone through. We're going through a difficult patch.
Things are a bit tough.
Well, it has been. It has been pretty
Cool.
tough. I suppose. Yeah,
Some bombardment coming here. These bastards sitting there. You can just wander around. Look at that bombardment on this one too, I think. Bam. Dunk. Boop. And boy, and boy. Mixing Hunza. Boop. Special friendship level with Hunza now. Dun, 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 dun. Loving it.
Builder. Lighthouse is finishing up.
Dun, dun, dun.
See.
Ooh.
Oh, what's these?
Grow ink.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's fully got a stay committed, I guess, now, unfortunately. 3.
Okay, building the special friend.
And make trade route 2. Well, that's it. Oh, nice. Can I finally build? That'd be nice. Healing.
It's on the full attack with the galley at the moment, testing its might.
So I can take 27 gold or razz it.
Do us. Message, send a message. Convert
gonna
to
be
city,
rated over
convert to
10
city
cents.
state or die.
Oh no, I don't want the bother. Like not in the middle here. That's just very.
Yeah,
tricky.
no, that's your territory, bud.
He's got no chance.
Yeah, you just got to.
I think it's just the extracting the 27 gold coins, which is the thing. It's desirable, and it's not. It's like because at the moment I've only got 32, so 27 is double my money, man. They stay alive as my little
Make
client,
the deal.
little vassal,
Boop.
and the settler's on its way.
Special sharing of resources, perhaps. Secret tobaccos.
The heavy chariot.
Boop, boop. Wanted to build. What was it?
Oh,
I think right there.
Just
Damn. The
just
harborage, putting it in.
excellent. It's made some kind of troop, hasn't it? Spearman.
Hurt the dog.
Baltimore. Baltimore makes a settler. Gee.
Don't really like people that hurt dogs. Okay, a bit of construction. Bump. Alright, have my fun. Head off after that. Head back, heal up. Actually, I should get on the settler campaign. You're at 6. Keep pushing them out. This guy's just got walloped. Barbarian Scout came in to have a look around. And Hunza, the special new city-state, just been walloping. He came up to visit me and I just shot him with my archers. He's very unhappy.
Very. Just satisfied with the situation. We've got settler comes settler. It's going to suffer out this one turn.
Put a speary in there, I think. Then that special friend down there to sit on some territory. Special iron down, strategic iron sitting there. Boop. That is done. Boop. Making the money. Building those trade routes.
I guess it'll be actually interesting because once I put it through recut, like most of it, like huge chunks of this being silent, it'll just chop it to death.
Vanish. That'll be vanished. That's it. Dunk. The true value. What happened there? Doing their thing.
Are you serious?
Let's go. I'm going to spend it. It's just moving there to heal. You can't build a troop then. Boop. It's been on his little journey of pain. Sending the little Tremere friend back. Bought and paid for by that special barbarian clan that converted, the Hunzers.
Yeah.
They've been quite useful. They're actually attacking the other barbarians up the coast. Got very militant.
Yeah.
They're showing me their map, which is really nice.
Right.
Boop.
2 more.
Gaming's good though. Like you can.
This is fun. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
different. Yeah. So it would be good to get some topics to talk about, but otherwise.
Yes, I think topics is what is going to be needed.
Yeah.
Having little special side notes, as they call them.
Just so that we've got things to do. So it'll go to 6. I'll get a temple out of it. And then I'll,
Just figured that I had a nice little special espresso deer in the fridge.
at some point, I've got 11. Hello. Lahore, that's whoa, archers. Oh, something, that came, whatever. Like,
Boop, gone. Boop. I'll let talk about side town. Cool. I'm just fortified in there anyway. Thanks to your own defences.
Oh no, come on. I want to just kill this thing off.
Much killing.
How is it still alive? So painful. 7 settlers coming to come. A few turns away.
I'm liking my choices for the